There we go. Take two. Jeez, oh man. Show it to me, show it to me. There you are. Well, hopefully the internet does not implode on itself again. At any point. That would be really stupid. Let's try this again. It's going longer than 30 seconds, so you know what? I'd say we're doing pretty good for ourselves. Okay. Yeah. What a weird little flub with the internet there. I really don't hope that happens again. Let me get in my chat so I can see you guys. Any of you who may be in here. Okay. I'm gonna wait for some people to get in here. Let's go to the title screen. It's back, baby. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I kind of figure for today's stream, what I want to do today is that I want to make this a big thing. Like, I just kind of want to make this like 3, 4, 5 videos in one. I think making streams just like big events where it's like just packed full of content for hours and hours. That sounds good. Because again, I'm not like super available as I used to be to make videos. So to have a day set aside where I just do a bunch of content all in one day, that's probably actually a good thing for me to do. Oh boy. Okay. I think I am. Are you okay now? I don't think so, no. It's so weird. I'm gonna mute for a second. I'm gonna see what I can do about this. Hold on. Hi. I've moved to a different location in the house, so I'm hoping that will be okay. I am not hoping that the game just can't be streamed, like my Steam Deck can't handle that. I'm thinking just in case if that is the case though, I'm going to be cautious. I'm going in here and like making things low. If I even can. I can't move that anymore. So I guess we're screwed there. We'll see. So between me moving to a different location, if it really is just like an internet problem, then me moving to a place where the router's a little bit closer should be better. So I use Wi-Fi. But if it keeps acting up, then I just might not be able to play this game, which is okay. I will like watch tournament matches instead or something. we shall improvise. But here's Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. So the things that I have planned today is that I plan on just playing this game in general, just having fun with it, revisiting it, all that good stuff. I plan to do a music tier list for all the stages. I've kind of listened to them all now and I know how I'm going to go into it and all that good stuff. We are at some point going to talk about leaks for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, and then by then, hopefully we should be watching the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 gameplay showcase, and then we can watch that and analyze that. And then after that we can analyze the gameplay, see if there's anything there that is noteworthy. After that, I mean, if I'm still on, I could also watch the Rivals 2 reveal that's supposed to be happening today. There's supposed to be a character reveal, so I'll watch that too while I'm at it. Then that will be a big ol' stream. I figured I should do a big stream today because, I don't know, it's just felt like a while since I've done a big stream. And, again, since I'm not super duper available to always be doing videos anymore, which actually should be changing a bit, like I'm gonna lighten up my schedule again after working shifts at work like I have been doing, like extra shifts. Oh dang, that actually RPS'd her. And goodbye. So yeah, I should be more available to do videos again, which is good. Another big reason to do a big stream today is because I haven't been doing like channel member only content for like 2 weeks either. So this is just something for everybody. Something for everybody to enjoy. Now, I should have done my strong down air. You know, believe it or not, guys, I'm pretty decent at this game. This is the only game that I actually have done videos on where I've played in tournaments. So that's how much I like this game. I think there's only 2 videos out there of me playing in tournaments though. I have played in tournaments in this game. Never got too far in any tournament ever, but I just like playing this game competitively because for its faults, like the thing that this game does well is like there's very reactionary gameplay. Like you have to make super quick decisions all the time, and I really love it for that. So I do not think Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 is going to be the type of game that this is. Just have a hunch. Just have a feeling. I think instead they're going to add a lot more depth to the game. They're going to make it slower, but it'll be way more depth and way more options in any given situation. Dang, Sandy, you immediately got out of that. This is kind of my main right here. I mean, if I'm playing a tournament, I'll play Power Toast Man unless I'm getting my butt kicked. Then from there, I'll play with somebody who actually doesn't have an awful disadvantaged state. Yeah, up until recently, I wasn't playing this game for a long time. I probably took like a good 4-month break from this game. So, it's good to be back. So I do like the gameplay of this game. Well, my workplace told me, I was covering extra shifts, but my workplace just told me that nobody's allowed to do that anymore, so, you know, unless I literally ask for more hours, which I might ask for like an extra day or two, but, no, other than that, I'm not allowed to do the thing that I've been doing for like the past month and a couple of weeks. And it's weird. I just think it's weird. Just keep picking random. Ooh, the Technodrome. I never play on this map. Never play on it. I think the only time I ever get this map is when I play like the classic mode, and I don't play that very often. Dang. Just a little bit rusty right now. Just a little bit. No! Got Huke's down airs, just automatic death attack. This move right here, it's over whenever you do this move. It's just too OP. Too OP, man. Dang. I don't know why I'm trying to do this strong down air, but I don't know, I just got a good feeling about it. How dare you RPS me? Get out of here. Ow. Should be doing the down strong. So yeah, even though she can tech it like that, it's still pretty dang strong. Up strong is really good with this character too. I love this wave dashing to an up strong. Oops. Don't know why I thought that would work. Whenever I play and try and commentate, I do worse. Really is about as simple as that. I'm not even really playing this at like full resolution. I'm playing this on the OBS screen. So that's another thing. And I'm only doing that because of the problems we just had at the beginning of the stream. Just making sure everything's okay. Everything seems okay, so that's good. Just need to get out of the dang basement. Sometimes I have bad internet connections down there. But I'm more comfortable being down there, because people can't really hear me. It's like a nice quiet spot. The place I'm in right now, people can definitely hear me talk, but it's just like, whatever. They just gonna have to deal with it. Get away from me. Helga is a character I actually do like playing in this game. And I always kind of have, even before she kind of got like buffed. Dang, I suck. Stay away. Ow. Tried to grab. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Stop attacking. You're not allowed. How dare you wave dash out of the way? Why is the Helga CPU so freaking hard? She's still at 3 stocks. I have done nothing against. Look at this. My God. There we go. Yeah, I've done literally nothing against her so far. You know, if we were to talk about Nick All-Star Brawl 2, one thing I want to say straight away is that I think the colors in this game, they're like more saturated. I like it more. It seems like in Nick All-Star Brawl 2 the colors are less saturated, and I don't like it. Just realized we don't have any items. I swore I put items on at the beginning of this. Save. Give me items. That is what I want.
Select your stage. You Neutron versus Cat Dog.
Yes. The Evo thing is today. We're just gonna be doing a big old Nick All-Star Brawl stream today. I've got a lot of things to do today, leading up to the Evo thing, where we see all the new gameplay stuff. We got Huge Stage. This is awesome. Alright, see, I'm good at the game. I know how to do the fast fall aerials consistently. I love the items in this game so freaking much. Devs of this game really knew what makes items so great. And that's just like the chaotic energy of them. And the items in this game are by far the most chaotic items in any like platform fighting game ever. Like by far. Because there's just a bunch of explosions and they can all like hurt everybody. They hurt the people that throw them. They hurt everybody else because they're explosions. Yeah, I love the items in this game, genuinely. They add so much to this game, and then nobody like talks about them. Nobody cares about them, even though it was like supposedly this massive thing that, you know, everybody wanted in the game. Then nobody ever gave them a chance. It's very weird. Dude, it went completely under Cat Dog, that move. Wait! I thought I had another jump. Oh yeah. I would love to have items, just super duper chaotic items in Stomp Party. I would love it. By the way, Stomp Party Viridian update is art complete. All the art for him is done now. I wanted that done by the end of July and I got it done, so... At this point, all we need is some programming done and it's gonna come out. What was that? I didn't even mean to do that. Oh my god. Why is nothing hitting Cat Dog? I know Cat Dog has a weird hitbox, but this is redonkulous. Have fun. Wait, that hurts me too. Everything in this game just hurts you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you threw it or not.
Results are in, and the winner is you Neutron.
You gotta admit that was pretty neat.
It's been 6 years since Smash Ultimate came out. Do you think they'll announce a new one before the end of the year? No. And I'll tell you why, because Sakurai literally just went on his YouTube channel and said, I don't know how Smash is going to continue. So, at best, and I just realized there's not like any music playing. There's supposed to be music playing here. That's weird. I'm gonna play as Nigel. Nigel's just based. So glad he's coming back. The characters I've played today so far, Power Toastman and Nigel, and Hugh, neither one are confirmed for Nick All-Star Brawl 2. That's kind of scary. But yeah, I mean, at best, with Smash, we're just going to be getting ports of like Ultimate until they can figure out how they're going to do Smash. without Sakurai. Because I feel like it's perfectly likely that Sakurai could, like, work on another Smash game eventually, but, like, how exactly is he going to top Smash Ultimate? I just don't think he can, unless he does a port of Ultimate and then just adds more on top of Ultimate. It's literally the only thing he could realistically do. Whoop. See if I can hit the snap. Yep, there we go. Easy peasy. Lots of anchors. Nigel's not going to have this move in Nick All-Star Brawl 2. He's got the worm in this game that makes him invincible. It's just like a roll, basically. He's not going to have that. I'll tell you guys that right now. So I wonder what they're going to do instead. Maybe it'll be the worm, but it just won't function the same. Squidward's clarinet's not going to be a thing, probably. I don't know, maybe it will be. It seems like a lot of things that were items in the first game just can't be items now because they're being used in movesets. So like Squidward's clarinet and Rocco's Succomatic, I saw that in the trailer. It seems like that's some kind of like either special move or his grab now. So that can't really be a thing. Get out of here. He set the line, he said smashing. How can you look at this and not say, this is peak? This is peak. Really is. I feel like Sokka's boomerang here will still be an item. The Fenton ghost thingy, thermo mabobber, I forget what it's exactly called. I feel like that's still going to be an item. This log's probably going to still be an item. Garbage will probably still be an item, even if Oblina's not in the game. And that was totally worth. Totally worth. I try to do a dash attack. Oh. The whole area of the screen is just blocked off. That's another thing about the items in this game. Once you get some out there... What the heck just happened? What is happening? Once you get some items... out there, you just you simply win the game. There's nothing anybody else can do about it. Yeah, I tried. Wowee! I don't think I've ever heard him say that before in this game. Can you stop? Ooh. I've heard him make that noise before. Please, computers, don't beat me up. I'm supposed to be better than you, computers. You're not supposed to be good. Stop! Come on, man. Okay, but here's the thing about Smash is that the company that he works for has over and over again, even though he's a freelance contracted person, he still is that right now, I'm pretty sure. He does not work for Nintendo. Every single time he's made a Smash game, and when he made Kid Icarus, he was an independent contractor. So like the point of that... Actually, let's play Sports Ball. This mode is never played enough. Let me do teams too, if I can. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be teams. Play as Garfield. Yeah, we can set teams on this. But the point of all of this is that the company that he works for actively seeks him out for Smash games. They will probably not go to him for any other reason other than Smash. Unless again they really want him to make like another like Kid Icarus or something like that, or just some other new game. And if he does not know how to continue the series from this point, and again, even people within Nintendo, like Miyamoto and person who worked on Zelda, they're all like, yeah, you cannot make Smash without Sakurai. If Sakurai is saying, yeah, I don't know how we would do this again, that's not a good sign. That means another Smash game is not coming out. Like, it's just gonna be a port of Ultimate with maybe new stuff in it. And then, oh, this map with Sports Ball, this is actually going to be interesting. You simply cannot just find somebody else to make Smash. If you want to making the most content-filled fighting game of all time sound that simple, then you're insane. As somebody who's also making content for platform fighters, you simply cannot just do it. If Sakurai is off the Smash team, there's a lot of people who will not participate in Smash like they do right now. Dang. Like, the third parties mainly. I feel like, you know, you would still have a lot of your iconic Nintendo properties, but if Sakurai is out of there, then the third parties will not trust like a new director to do Smash right, unless it is like somebody super duper trusted. And there's not a lot of people who could realistically do the job that Sakurai does, and that's what he has even said. So like, there's a lot of politicking that goes on there, I'm sure. It's probably not a simple thing at all. It's a very complicated situation. I'm sure that there's some people who've directed other games that could potentially do a Smash Brothers. Like, I don't know, maybe somebody at Square Enix, because there's a lot of like remakes happening going on over there, and they're like faithfully recreating stuff for like remakes and stuff like that. Bandai Namco and just like somebody over at Bandai Namco could maybe do something, because those are people who work on the Smash games mainly. I don't know who that would be. Good job, Ren. And Stimpers. Goodbye. It's a very complicated situation. It's gonna take... If Sakurai really... Because the thing that's really... we gotta ask here is, like, can Sakurai... When Sakurai says, okay, yeah, I'm hanging up the boots, I'm definitely not making another Smash game again. Because he hasn't outright said he wouldn't if he was asked. He would probably do it again if he was asked, but when the day does come... when he says, yeah, I'm hanging up the boots as a game developer, I'm not making any more Smash games. Check out that score right there. That was pretty base. How much is the score on this? I feel like this should be done by now. The computers are not even trying. They don't know how to do this. But yeah, as soon as Sakurai's not involved, that's when everything's gonna go to crap. Basically. Can anyone stop Red Team? This is a fun mode. It's kind of brain dead if you're not playing against people, but it's still kind of fun. I think this mode really shines when you have items on. Because without items, you're just, I don't know, hitting a ball. It's not super engaging or anything. Computers just keep hitting it out of bounds and not even trying to... Look, this one's about to hit into their own goal. There you go. Is this just like unlimited point count and I never realized that I did that? Yeah, I mean, realistically, again, if Sakurai's not involved, probably a good thing to do if you wanted to, like, rein in a new director of the game. Legitimately, the best thing they could do is Melee HD at that point. Legitimately. Because that's not, like, new content. You literally just, like, you bring everything back from Melee, recreate everything faithfully, give it... Okay, now the game's done. You give it some kind of, like, you know, HD coat to everything so everybody looks better. Maybe even remaster their music, you know, just add more music in, just add some more content in there. And then put online that's actually good in there, then yeah, that could actually work. And then from there, the director could be like, okay, so this is all that goes into a Smash game, and now I could make a new one, or whatever. Like, that's a very realistic direction to go. There's no shortage of talented people in Japan who could realistically make a Smash game, but it would be an adjustment. Like, that's just the type of thing that you do not tackle without maybe just having some kind of experience going into it beforehand, you know? In my opinion. So, let's do sports mode again. And, whoops, I'm doing a free-for-all, I'm dumb. Sports mode again. Play as Jenny. I like Jenny. Jenny was like my most wanted till DLC was revealed. And we definitely need items on this time. We are not doing a 2 Sandy game. Okay, I guess I have to, because... Oh wait, no, here, I could just come over here. Right? Come on. There we go. That works. Rules. We are not doing 15 to score. Let's do 7. And... Plankton Ball, because Plankton's gonna be in... Wait. Shit, that's a spoiler. Oh well, you all know that this is a spoiler stream where I'll talk about spoilers. Plankton's gonna be in the All-Star Brawl too, so there you go. I feel like this stage would be very chaotic in this mode. I'm gonna do it. There's a possibility of fourth-party characters being involved if Sakurai's not there. I do agree with that. My god, I cannot see anything. I think at this point I should just play on the bigger screen and hope that the stream's gonna be okay. Okay, yeah, this is like 10 times more chaotic. Come on, get it over there. No. No. Go. Go. Okay, we got it. Garfield, look the other way, you dingleberry. Here, I'm just gonna do that. Hope that that works out well. Nope. Nope, it kind of didn't. Dang it, Garfield. The only reason why I think fourth-party characters could happen in a new Smash game that doesn't involve Sakurai is literally just because, I don't know, they'll probably look at like something like Fortnite and see how much hype is generated from fourth-party character inclusions. Like, legitimately. That's the only reason I could see it happening. Go! Dang it! Reptar car, you're supposed to fling it forward. There you go. Oh! Oh, Garfield got it in! Let's go. Yeah, this is kind of funny. It's almost like this map was designed for this mode, so that's good. Okay, there we go. But at the same time, if the dev, you know, wants to be respectful to Sakurai's vision a little bit, then they won't add fourth parties. It kind of just depends on how much they respect Sakurai's original vision for the series. And really, if Sakurai is involved in any way, because if Sakurai is involved in any way, he's not gonna let fourth parties happen. So I did not see the new, what is it, Under Night sequel. I did not see a trailer for that. I've just been sitting here playing this, so I don't have any like Evo stream stuff going on here. Can you guys actually throw it forward? Thank you. Stop it. Okay, good job. Dang it. Jeez. Yeah, this is certainly something. This is certainly something. No, no. Okay. I mean, yeah, what was I supposed to do? Oh god, now the Suckomatics here. We scored, so I guess that's okay. This entire middle part of the stage is just, it's unplayable. You just cannot do anything in it. There we go. Dang it, I keep trying to do like my strong neutral air. It's just not coming out at the right time every single time. Get out of here. Want it over there. Stop hitting it. Dang it. There you go. Please just go that way. There you go. Just keep going. Nope. Please. You do not need to be pointing it that way. It's a good thing the Tommy ball's there, because otherwise it probably would have been in our freaking goal by now. Yeah, any announcements that happen during EVO while I'm playing this, if there happens to be any platform fighter news stuff, just let me know. But as far as I know, the only things that we're supposed to be getting on the platform fighter side is Rivals 2, a new character's gonna be revealed, and then the Nick All-Star Brawl 2 gameplay stuff. How are you supposed to even be inside of here? Where did I even go? I don't know how I even died. Stop. Let me back. Let me back into the fight. We're almost there. There we go. We did it.
The winner.
And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah. Can we, I guess we should take a break now that I brought up leaks. Maybe we should take a break and talk about the leaks, right? Let's do it. So again, your final warning here now about leaks and all that good stuff. We are going to start talking about them. Let me see. Did that bring that up? Yes, it did. That's not the first thing I wanted to show. This is the first thing I wanted to show. So this leaked. And clearly there are absolutely no edits to this picture. This is 100% the leaked banner, and there are no oddities. There is no there is nothing wrong here. This is 100% your roster for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Now, believe it or not, you could probably say that multiple things here are like photoshopped realistically, but that's how insane this roster is, that there's only one thing photoshopped here, and it's this dude. I've been shit posting in the Nick All-Star Brawl server for Snotty Boy. It's been very funny. But yeah. Here is what's supposedly all the newcomers for the game. We don't know for sure if this is all the newcomers, but we've got Plankton here. I mentioned him earlier. Plankton is in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and he's got a big mech, and supposedly he's supposed to be by far the biggest character in the game, even bigger than Reptar over here. So, you know, he's supposed to be like the Iron Giant / Sentinel equivalent to the game, which is kind of funny, because, you know, he's in actuality a very small character, but he's going to end up being the biggest. There's Squidward, Jimmy Neutron, we know about them. Daggett and Norbert from Angry Beavers. This one's actually relatively surprising because I didn't think it was going to happen in the base roster anyway. I knew that they were pretty highly requested though, so I'm happy, especially for Kate. Kate really wanted these dudes. And, like, I watched the Angry Beavers when I was a kid. It wasn't like my favorite show ever, but I didn't hate it at all. I thought it was cool, so I'm glad that these two are in a game. This is probably their first appearance in like anything ever in a really long time. Because I remember this show airing when I was like a kid, and then it just like disappeared off the face of the earth since then. So this is like their big return, that's cool. Up next is Grandma Gertie from Hey Arnold. Might as well call her Grandma Gritty because that's what I'm going to be hitting on my opponents after I beat people up with my new main right here, okay? Hey Arnold did not air when I was a kid, so I have not really seen any episodes of Hey Arnold outside what I have gone out and actually tried to look for. And so I didn't realize the potential that this character had. I mean, after she was leaked, everybody was like, oh yeah, this makes perfect sense. I'm like, really? The grandma makes perfect sense? I mean, I'm not complaining. Grandma is like the funniest pick of all time. Mainly because we potentially have Helga, we have Gerald over here, and then we have Grandma Gertie, and absolutely no Arnold. I think it's absolutely hilarious that that is the case, honestly. I know people are mad that Arnold's not here, but I think it's absolutely funny that Grandma Gertie is here over, like, so many other characters. She's just like the WTF joke pick of this game. I think that's great. She'll probably end up being really fun. I'm gonna probably end up maining her just because of how absurd this is. I cannot underestimate this. This is probably the most insane platform fighting game character to ever exist right here. I can't wait to see how she actually plays, because this is insane. There's Raph, we knew about him. Azula's down here, and so they've opted to, instead of picking Zuko, they've opted to pick Azula as like a Fire Nation representation, and I really like Zuko's character arc in Avatar. Like, I think he's one of the coolest characters to come out of that show. But I think Azula is also like a super memorable villain character from that series. I definitely liked her better than her dad as a villain. I thought that her battle with Zuko and Katara was like the highlight of that final episode. Even beyond what, again, Aang was doing with, what's his name, Ozai or something like that? It's been a while since I watched Avatar. But yeah, I think Azula was probably like the coolest, most memorable villain in the series, so I'm kind of happy she's here. If there ends up being like boss fights, right, that then after you beat the bosses they turn into like unlockable characters and then you can play as them, because I have a feeling that's the direction they're going to go, because as soon as they announce bosses I'm like, oh, okay, so are bosses just going to be characters that you fight in the in like the story mode where they just kind of have like some different properties? Or are they going to actually be like bosses that are dedicated to the story mode and they're only in story mode? I still don't know what's going on there, but like it's very obvious that there's more villain characters in this game than the first for sure, and there's like a there's a focus on the big villain characters of a bunch of different series. So They're probably all going to be, you know, fights within the campaign mode in some way, whether they're bosses or not. But Zula's cool, basically, is all I have to say here. Zula is cool. Getting in over Zuko, it's a little bit of a bummer, but I'm not that mad because Zula, as a fighter, still has a lot of cool potential, so it's fine. Let's see. Ember McLean from Danny Phantom. So we're gonna have 2 Danny Phantom villains in this game, which I did not expect. I mean, I figured Vlad would cover that pretty dang well. But we're gonna be getting Ember McLean too. Again, I know that this character was like relatively popular, relatively requested for Nick All-Star Brawl 1. She has a fan base, and she's probably gonna end up being cool. Like, as a music character, I think everybody was expecting, like, the Loud House sister. I think her name is, not Lawan, because I think that's the one in Toon All-Star Slam, right? So it'd be the other one. That other Loud House sister that's just, like, you know, she loves rock music and stuff. That's probably who people thought Ember would probably end up being, but Ember's here now. I mean, when I think about Danny Phantom, I think about Danny, and I think about Vlad, mainly. I don't really think about Ember very much. Don't know exactly what Ember could do. She had some cool stuff, but, you know, her being a full-fledged character is fine. She's cool. Now here, this guy... Remember how I said way back how in like a community post that a Nick All-Star Brawl 2 reveal was imminent, and I was like, my most wanted is likely going to be in the game. This is the guy right here. After Hugh got in, and Jenny, of course, like Jenny was actually like my most wanted, and I, you know, jumped on the Hugh Nation bandwagon. But then after that, like, my most wanted was El Tigre, and we're gonna get him in this game. It's really nice to see him in anything ever now. Again, he's been missing for a really long time. A lot of these characters have been missing for a really long time, so it'll just be fun to see him in some new form of media. You know, again, that's the great thing about these games, that they're just like fan service. But yeah, LT Gray, I just saw the potential in him. I'm like, I really want him really bad. And LT Gray is actually one of my favorite cartoons growing up. I actually really like, you know, Mexican art, Mexican aesthetic stuff, because it's just like really bold and colorful. I like stuff like that. So I'm really happy that LT Gray's here. Then we got Gerald. I pointed him out earlier. Gerald is probably going to end up being cool. Again, since I haven't watched Hey Arnold too much, I can't completely give my input on how he'll play as a character. So, not having Arnold here, I mean, for me, I don't care too much about Arnold. Because again, I haven't watched Hey Arnold. So any Arnold characters getting in, I'm just like, oh, whatever. But I'm sure they'll be cool. Especially Grandma over here. I think this woman right here is still in my heart. Grandma's still in my heart. Just the absurdity of her being a character in a fighting game has definitely won me over. Now, this is the other thing I was going to show. If I were to have complete and utter no bias whatsoever and picked characters just purely based on what should be in the game, here's what you're getting. No, just kidding. This is the complete opposite. This is like my biased DLC pack. This is who I want in the game without any regard on what should happen and what other people want, okay? So number one is Professor Membrane. The vision I have for this character is that he will play like a boxer in any other fighting game, so think, you know, Dudley, TJ Combo, and the main inspiration would be like Hit from Dragon Ball FighterZ, because I would want to see this dude like punching people at lightning speed, doing Kamehamehas, just shooting out lasers in general. Like, legitimately, this, I don't care what people say about Gur, I don't care what people say about Dib. I freaking love Gur and Dib so much. I think an Invader Zim character should be in the DLC pass no matter what. But, like, I legitimately think this character has the most potential out of any Invader Zim character to be something really, really cool. Again, if I got Gur Dib, I would not be mad at all. I would be, like, extremely happy about that. But if I got Professor Membrane, I would probably explode. So, yeah. Then there's Otis here. Again, this image has Snotty Boy in it. I mean, realistically, it could be Otis or Snotty Boy, and I'd be happy with either one because I legitimately find Snotty Boy just funny. But Otis should probably be the one that gets in. Otis is also funny. And, I mean, either way, Snotty Boy or Otis, I think either one deserves to be in. We need some more representation of cartoons from, like, this era. From, like, the 2010s era. And Barnyard is by far, like, the most popular one that people want to see represented, so there you go. I'm biased. I want another Jimmy Neutron character. I know I got Jimmy and Hugo already, but I want another one. And, you know, some people want Sheen. I think Sheen would be cool, but Planet Sheen kind of ruined Sheen's reputation for me. So instead I want Carl. Before the Hugh Nation was even a thing, I was like, dude, Carl's got to be in this game. Like, Carl was my funny haha joke character pick. But then people started to, you know, talk about Hugh, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I would take Hugh too. Hugh is also awesome. Like, Hugh and Carl basically my favorite characters from Jimmy Neutron. And the moveset potential for Carl is there, for sure. So I would just like Carl. Carl's like one of my favorite characters along with Hugh. I don't think I could choose a favorite between the two. And then we got Balby. Why Balby? Because Balby is based. This is the face of evil. This is the face of nightmares. But no, I mean, taking it semi-seriously, Balby also has moveset potential in the episodes that he does appear in. And he could just be like a lightsaber dude. He could have the alt where he's like, you know, the evil lightsaber dude. You know, clap, clap, clap. Slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. I don't know. Just, he could do something like that. I think they can make him work. Balby's just very funny, honestly. I just like him as a character. Me and my friends freaking love Balby. And then we have John Arbuckle here. I wasn't like a big John Arbuckle guy until I like actually thought about it. I'm like, no, actually John Arbuckle would be a really funny character, so I think he should be in. Just him dealing with Garfield and everybody else too. I would like to see his interactions with other characters mainly, because I just think it would be really funny. I think he'd just be annoyed by everybody. And his moveset would be funny too. Just like as like the depressed cartoonist man. You know, I relate, so. John Arbuckle is just like the most relatable character on this list here. The one that, you know, perfectly encapsulates me as a human being, obviously. But, okay, if we're gonna actually do like a DLC pass that would like actually make sense and not be stupid, like this one is. Because again, this is like 100% my biased one. If I were to do an unbiased one, I would still have an Invader Zim rep somewhere because, I mean, there's rumors that Gur could be a playable character, not part of Zim's moveset, or he could be both. But based off of this, I mean, this is probably showing every newcomer, maybe besides Gur. So, like, I don't know. If there aren't two Invader Zim reps in the base roster, there should be an Invader Zim character in the DLC pass, period. I don't care who it is, there should just be one. Otis should still be in the DLC pass. I think a Rugrats character should be in the DLC pass, realistically. Either get Tommy or Angelica in there. I think realistically it should be Tommy. It should be Tommy. But I would like Angelica in there more just because, you know, she's more aggressive, more of a jerk. Probably fits more, but Tommy's the main character. He should probably be in there, right? And then for, you know, the final character, maybe they should represent a new series again. And it seems like actually the most popular request for like a new series to be represented in this game is glitch text, which I get it because Miku, her name is, actually has a lot of cool stuff that she can do, so she just works for a fighting game setting. I don't know if they would make her DLC because then people would have to pay for her, so I don't know. I don't know if people would want to pay for Miko, as in Miku, Hatsune Miku. But I don't know. What else? What else could possibly be added? I mean, again, the big one I haven't really talked about at all is Timmy, right? But I don't know if they can add Timmy to this game. I really hope they can, because he's like the very big, obvious, most requested character from a new series that's just not in the game. But from what I can tell, there's some very weird rights issues going on with Fairly Odd Parents, and I don't know if they can get Timmy in. But if they can get Timmy in, he should be in the DLC pass. I mean, that just makes a lot of sense. If they can't get him in, I don't know who you would really add as a fourth character. Again, maybe the glitch text girl, maybe Miko. I don't know. After that, again, realistically, let me see. Let me look up a fan poll right now on my phone. Let's see who they could actually add to the game from a new series. So I really do feel like it should be a new series, because like a lot of people want like Mr. Krabs, for example. Look, we've got Plankton. I don't think we need any more. We don't need any more SpongeBob characters, in my opinion. Oh yeah, Snap from Chalk Zone. Again, I don't know if people would buy Snap from Chalk Zone though. Chalk Zone is not like super duper popular. But that's the problem with a DLC pass, is just like you kind of have to put in really popular characters in order for people to want to buy them, I guess. I'm sure they could afford to throw in one less popular character into the DLC pass as long as they have like all the other popular characters in there. But yeah, I mean, just based off of polls, realistically, the choices are between like Glitch Text, Chalk Zone, and Tough Puppy, Kitty Catswell. People want Kitty Catswell. I didn't really care for Tough Puppy. People want Fanboy and Chum Chum. I didn't care for Fanboy and Chum Chum as a show. Cat Scratch. Cat Scratch is alright as a show, so it's probably just going to end up being like a new series. Maybe a little less popular, but they can afford to throw it in there type of thing. So yeah, now that we're done talking about those, and let's see, it's 2:30, so we've got an hour until we move on here. I made this at the request of the people within the Nick All-Star Brawl server, and then they never actually looked into it, it seems, which makes me very sad. But there's this article by The Gamer. I just wanted to mention this real quick. There's an article by The Gamer called Nick All-Star Brawl 2 has all the signs of being a rushed product. So I counterattacked and literally made a professional academic writing on how the article was wrong. I should post this in the chat right now so you guys can read it if you want. I think this is pretty funny, not gonna lie. I think it's funny that me, somebody who is not a journalist whatsoever, could actually do academic writing. Here's my academic writing background. I used to write what are they called? Descriptions, like artist descriptions, like artist biographies and art descriptions for like an online museum. So that's my writing background, and that's legit. I did that as an internship for a couple months, and you actually need to be able to be a good writer to do that. So, yeah. Here, I'll post it in the chat, and then we're gonna move on. If you guys want to read it. I think it's kind of funny. I've just been a big-time Nickelodeon defender, I guess, but whatever. So now all that's gone away, the last thing that we have to do is our music tier list for today. Again, just chock full in this live stream with just like a bunch of content. Because why not? We're actually going to go in game. And I'll go through all the stages and then like... I'll do it through like training mode. And then we'll listen to each song. And then rank it and all that good stuff. Just play around within the game and actually see how it feels within the game to hear the songs and all that good stuff. This is properly switching back and forth between the game and the thing. I don't think so. So I kind of have to like turn this one off so you guys can see that. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Make sure I remember to do that. But yeah, we're gonna do a stage music tier list, because I think this should be one of the things that's kind of improved about the game. There's definitely some things that belong in that S tier, that perfection tier, okay? But a lot of songs in this game are not amazing, so we'll kind of go over that. Let's start off with Jellyfish Fields, which I think this song's pretty cool. I'll tell you why. By the way, I mean, the menu themes are not here. I'm not going to be ranking them, but if I had to, like, do stuff for the menu themes... wow. Okay, I really can't. I'm going to put her level 0 if I don't want her to do stuff. But yeah, if I had to rank, like, the menu music in this game, it would be, like, 10 out of 10 S tier stuff. I love all the menu themes in this game, especially, like, the main theme. But if we're listening to this song, right? This sounds very similar to that one episode of SpongeBob. The Jellyfish Raid episode, where the jellyfish take over his house and then they have the jellyfish rave party. And then at the end, there's a little musical number where he's rallying them all back into Jellyfish Fields. That's what this sounds like. And I'll give it brownie points for that, for actually sounding like something that could come out of SpongeBob. Because that's a really important thing for stage music, is to just sound like it's representing the series. But I don't know, like, I mean... So I'll, like, be battling on this stage, and this is a pretty, like, chill song. Don't know if it's, like, my favorite fighting game music of all time or anything. You know what I mean? I can say that it's pretty, like, fast and catchy. So that's good. Like, every song doesn't have to be, like, a super intense song within these types of games. I definitely don't think that Jellyfish Fields should have, like, a rock song or something like that. No, it should just be relatively calm, but still, I don't know. There's a nice fast tempo to the song. It fits SpongeBob, but I still wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites in the game, honestly. Because there's just a lot of points where it feels like it's like diluting. Kind of like right here. It's just the ukulele. It's like, okay, get to the good part. Now, that's that is a big thing with you know, with a lot of these songs. Like here again, it feels like it's diluting, like it's not doing a lot to be interesting, honestly. So it's just hard to get into it. Again, when you're playing on this stage, like, this song never gets old. But, I don't think it's one of my favorites. So, with that being said, let's actually turn this back on. It's not bad, but I don't think that's a super interesting song at the same time, so there you go. Swingin'. I should actually switch to gameplay now as we move on.
Raining.
Next we're gonna do Patrick's stage, which for some reason is the Flying Dutchman ship. Okay.
Rocco, select your arena. Patrick versus Rocco.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Because Patrick's stage should definitely be Glove World. But whatever. Whatever. I guess it makes more sense for Patrick to have the Flying Dutchman ship because, like, I don't think Sandy's actually ever been on the Flying Dutchman ship. I'm pretty sure. And this is, like, lagging a little bit. But, you know, this song starts out whatever enough. It's kind of building up to something right now with that very low bass. And then it's just kind of like semi-spooky guitar. And it's this. With the doom 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 doom. Which, I mean, that bass is just like, okay, I don't like it that much. Yeah. I don't know what to say about this song exactly. It's just kind of a weird song to me. Again, when I'm fighting on this stage, it's just like, the last thing that I'm really noticing is the music, and that's never good. So, I mean, yeah, now there's like some kind of synth going on, and the song's kind of all over the place, but it consistently tries to keep like the drum tempo. Every now and then that low bass is coming back. In terms of it just being like fighting game music, I don't think this is all that great. In terms of it being the Flying Dutchman ship, I don't like it all that much. And the reason for that is that it doesn't sound like this would be the Flying Dutchman's ship song. I would expect something a lot more like, I don't know, something less weird. So I don't think the Flying Dutchman's like a weird character. You know, like I'm expecting more piratey sounding things in this song, basically. Like, I don't know. Maybe some like pirate ho-ho-hos, or I don't know, just something weird like that. Like, it could be a little bit weird, but this is like, this feels completely out of place for this stage, in my opinion. So, with that being said, I don't like it personally. I don't think it's a bad song, but I just don't like it. So, moving on. This is gonna get us to 330, guys. This is actually gonna get us to 330. I'm telling you, this is gonna take me like an hour to do. Glove World is next. Did I go to Flying Dutchman ship, or did I go to Glove World? We're about to find out. Okay, we did go Glove World. I think this song is very notorious for being like the weirdest sounding one in the game. So we've got like our carnival game styled keyboard here, and then just like, I don't know what to call this other than like sad horns. This is like when like a fat person's walking around, they're going except it's like, you know, not as fast paced. It's probably when a fat person runs around, it's more like you know. But now we have more of like the carnival keyboard, and it's just like, okay, when's this song gonna start getting interesting? It gets a little interesting right here, I guess. Yeah, this is like my favorite part of the song. And now I'm just kind of like, oh man, it's kind of turning back to what it was before. I don't like it that much. I wonder if there's going to be teetering animations in I think I'll start Brawl 2. Oh! The music kind of died, and now it's back. And yeah, that's a pretty short loop, I would say. And nothing there like really stood out to me as something like hype or cool or anything like that. So again, as fighting game music, it's okay to be like kind of mundane, especially if it fits the environment, but like there's got to be something there that makes me, you know, I don't know, want to listen to the music and not just like block it out while I'm playing the game. This is another one of those stages where it's just like the music is completely blocked out by me, and I don't like it very much. So, I keep forgetting to switch screens, I'm sorry. Again, I don't like it. I don't like it. And, I don't know, I feel like this should honestly go here, because at least the Flying Dutchman's song is a little bit intimidating. Like, at least it's a little bit intimidating. This song is just like, this has no place being in a fighting game type of song. Like, the low bass on this one carries it a little bit for me. It's just being like this ominous stage. Everything else is kind of out of place. This is just like, this isn't bad for the setting. But like, I don't know, you could have been so much more wacky with both of these stage songs. Like, so much more wacky and inspired. And it's just not there. It makes me kind of sad. So let me actually switch the game this time. Okay. We're going to be covering the Air Temple next. So let's do that. That should really put you at level 0.
Select your stage. Aang versus Ren and Stimpy.
Boom, down, down. I love all the menu songs in this game. I really do. I think they do a really good job. So we're just gonna kind of listen to this one, because with all the Avatar songs in this game, it's all like very Oriental stuff, which I think if Oriental music is like, I don't know, it can fit within a fighting game if it's done right. So far, this is going for a more like mystic feel. Like, you know, the setting itself is just like really cool and magical, I guess. So it's going more for that type of thing. And then all of a sudden it brings in like I don't know, a bit of an element of like electro music. Just like a little bit of a tiny beat, and then it doesn't do anything else interesting. You know what I mean? Like, this is like some lo-fi music right here. It's not doing anything. Again, another one of these songs that just gets completely blocked out for me while I'm actually playing on it. You know what I mean? Like, what is even happening here? It's just like wind, breeze, and then this instrument sounds nice. The drums are okay. Again, there's just nothing here that's like really grabbing at me and making me notice that the music exists. This is a problem with this game. This is a problem. It's not with all the tracks, it's with a lot of them though. So I mean, like, you know, the melodies themselves are not bad at all. Like, there is some element of catchiness to all the songs in this game, but like, I don't know. Again, I'm not like enjoying this one as I'm playing on the stage. And I'm not really noticing it. So, me personally, I don't like it. Do I like it better than Flying Dutchman? Yeah, I do. because this song fits much better with the setting than Flying Dutchman does. So I can say that. But it's similar to Flying Dutchman, where the song completely just doesn't catch me at all while I'm playing the game. So it's a very important thing to be hyped up while you're playing a fighting game. And this song does not do that, so yeah. There is another song in this game from the Avatar series that does a lot better at, you know, sounding like it should be like, I don't know. It being good at basically sorry, I'm doing it on purpose now. But it fits the setting, and it's good fighting game music, and that's this stage right here. So again, more Japanese sounding. Oh man, so, you know, starts off by telling you what it's all about, and now we're picking up the pace a little bit. Okay. Alright, I'm still engaged with the song. And the main reason for that is the drums. The drums in this are going off. And I can't actually hear them while I'm fighting. Here's a big thing about me. I don't know if you guys have this at your schools or whatever, but I love like the drum line at my school. And this sounds a lot like that kinda. And then here's this part. This part is very clear while you're fighting. Goodbye. Don't think anything like super duper crazy is going on this stage. But I think this song is nice. I think this song does a lot better of a job at like being a fighting game song than the Western Air Temple song. Like, especially when it starts picking up like this. And it's built up to a little bit before it actually starts. Like there's a bit of like a beat drop in there. I like it. This song's cool. And it does fit this setting very well. So, the question is, do I put it above SpongeBob song? Probably not for me. That's just my opinion though. If you like this song better than the SpongeBob song, I wouldn't blame you. There's parts of this song I definitely like better than the SpongeBob song. It's like, I think overall this song just does a better job at keeping my attention when I'm just listening to it on its own. Like, if I'm just listening to it on its own, it's probably here. But it's still not super interesting. So I don't know. These two are like interchangeable. I'll just put this up top because I do like it a lot. So up next here we have got Harmonic Convergence.
Training.
Yes, I did see that the full version of Get Ready, here we go, got revealed. That song is pretty decent, but if I had to put it on a tier list, it'd probably be great, but I like the menu themes. And my reasoning for that is just that, I don't know, it is a bit generic, isn't it? But it's still cool. It gets you hyped up. So here's Harmonic Convergence. And this opening part grabs you every single time. It's like, okay, you're about to go into a fight, alright? And then this part is very pronounced. And now it's a bit slower, but it's still pretty dang intense. This song is really intense and epic feeling. And it works very well for the setting when there's like, you know, crazy creatures flying in the background as well. you know, when you're fighting on the stage, it definitely feels like the Final Destination stage for sure. Where like this is where you fight if you want to do serious fights. So it works very, very well. I really hope Korra is good in Nick All-Star Brawl 2. I mean, I don't like Korra, but like she's by far like the weirdest character in this game. It feels like she's the one that they like developed last, you know what I mean? But here we go, we got some drums going on here. Da 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 da. This part is really good. This is like the last part that plays before it loops again. Yeah. Or no, I think this is different too. So we'll keep on listening. Da 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 da. It definitely loops like very soon though. Yeah, it's like I don't think that this is perfection, but I think this is good. Yeah, now it's looping. I think this is a really good song. It fits a fighting game like super duper well. And yeah, so I mean, we're gonna put it up here. It's great. Hold on. It's great. Go up there. There you go. So I think it's great. But, I don't know. Still, the intensity could be risen even more on this song. Like, it could go a little bit crazier. If it went a little bit crazier, like, for example, these cymbal sounds in the background, if it was, like, accompanied by some drums that aren't just, like, you know, I don't know, it just go a little bit harder. Maybe that's just me. There's just something else it needs. There's a lot of songs like that in this game where it just feels like if it got a little bit more, it would be perfect. So, now we're going to talk about the Loud House. It keeps giving me Ren and Stimpy. That's so weird. The game just really loves Ren and Stimpy. So, just from what I've seen of the Loud House, I don't like it. But I must admit, the music for the Loud House stages in this game are pretty good. So this is like a rock song. Whoa, excuse me. What are you doing? Hey! Hey! What's going on? I was literally just playing on this stage earlier, wasn't doing this. Well then, I might have to close out of this game. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh my god. I'll try that again. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I should just get that up on YouTube. Give me a second. I'm gonna get it up on YouTube. Because that was crazy. Let me see. But yeah, just from what you heard there, it's a completely rock song. I like guitars. I like electric guitars a lot. I think they're cool. This is a 1-hour version. Good God. It should be high quality though. There we go. So like, I really like the electric guitar. Electric guitars just fit within, you know, a fighting game setting. This is like super upbeat. Guitar goes really dang hard, honestly. It really does. I'd say honestly, like, my only issue with the song is that it only utilizes a guitar, so it kind of ends up sounding just like generic rock music to me. I still don't think that's bad. This breakdown is pretty cool. You know, it has like the main chorus and then it's adding on to that. So it's pretty good. Is this all the way up? Let's turn it up a little bit. This song does go on for a surprisingly long amount of time, which again gets me, it gets you bonus points. It really does. I don't think at any point the song sounds bad. It's always pretty dang engaging. I just think that again, it being only guitars is not the best. But I think this is probably above harmonic convergence for me, because it fits a fighting game setting just as much as this song does. This certainly fits the stage super duper well. A rock song for like a house, I mean, I don't know, whatever. I'm sure, I mean, it's just like the new hip show, so it having like a rock theme kind of does make sense to me, I guess. So if I just have to listen to them on their own, I'd rather listen to The Loud House than Harmonic Convergence. That's really all it comes down to. So there we go. I'll keep this up just in case if Nick All-Star Brawl decides to explode again. Let's see if we can bring it back up. I'm gonna have to start going through this a little bit faster if I want to be ready for the gameplay trailer here. But we'll see. We'll give this a second. I'll just do it all through a YouTube playlist if it ends up doing that again, which I'm okay with because we're gonna be getting on YouTube really soon anyway. By the way, I really hope that the Angry Beavers get like a stage, and the music does sound very similar to like their actual like music on the show, like the intro song. That song is so freaking catchy. It's probably my favorite like Nicktoons intro song ever. Honestly, I just love it. So let's go back here. Let's see how it likes Lucy's stage. Cat Dog. I really hope Cat Dog's coming back too. Oh my god. Please, Cat Dog, come back. Please come back. You're such a cool character in this game. Please come back. Ta-dow. Okay, this seems to be running okay. Let's hope it continues that way. Okay, yeah. So, you know, spooky mansion song. Dun dun. So, you know, starts off pretty generic, but then it brings in some drums, which is pretty cool. Dun 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 dun. Look at this, man. So now we're adding violins in, there's drums, there's the organ, and there's these like dramatic strings going on. Dun dun. And now we have a guitar. It's like, wow. You know, this isn't like an intense song, but there is actually a lot going on here. It kind of does get drowned out a little bit while you're fighting. But I think this song is actually really good. I mean, at worst, this is an A tier. Dun 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 dun. I think this song's pretty cool. Lucy's actually a really good character in this game. I like how she plays a lot. Yeah, now we're going into a completely different section here. Dun, dun, dun. Listen to this part. This isn't anything crazy, but this part is pretty cool. Now it's just soloing, it's doing everything by itself. This is really good. Don't know, man. So a big thing for like, cause this is definitely an A tier song, but a big thing for like an S tier song is like, can I think of anything that can make this better? And like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. This is very obviously like a Castlevania type of song, where it's combining gothic instrumentation with like rock and roll. And the rock and roll is not like going crazy like it does, like for example in like the Smash remixes in like for like Castlevania songs. It's not going crazy, but I still really like this song, man. Again, if you were to realistically ask me, what would you do to make this better? I mean, like, I can't tell you what I would actually do. So, like, I think this song actually should be up here. Our first S tier song. Because the drums keep, even though this is like a slower tempo song, the drums just do a good job of keeping the pace. This song is always interesting. It's always going in different directions. Like, I don't know, it's just a really good song. I like it. That's all I've got to say.
Raining.
Luna, that's it. People were thinking that Luna was going to be in over Ember for the next game.
Leonardo.
And I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Lucy's goth girl.
Captain.
So I don't know. There's a demographic there that's being represented.
Select
That's all I can
arena.
say.
Leonardo.
Here, let's get into the game. Here we go. Yeah, that's all I have to say. I still think Lucy Loud ended up being a fun character. They had to fight for her. They really wanted her in the game, so whatever.
Play nice.
I've trained for this moment.
Go.
Yeah, I agree. When it comes to the music in Nick All-Star Brawl 2, I hope it sounds more like the shows. For this song, and really all the TMNT songs in this game, what they are going for is like a classic game sound, like basically Sega Genesis. But the problem with that for me is that it doesn't really sound like Sega Genesis. Like I can hear the elements of Sega Genesis in there, but it sounds like bootleg Sega Genesis or something. Like it's not exactly it, which I don't like in just my personal opinion. But I mean, this song itself, it's pretty catchy actually. Like, and then drums and the clapping. Like, I actually do like it. And this fits like the 80s Turtles very well. Again, to have like a Sega Genesis-like sound font works perfectly fine in this context. Again, so we kind of got the drums going on here. We've got like the Sega Genesis like bass going on in the background, and then we just, sorry if you can hear that. That's another reason why I go down in the basement, so you don't hear the stupid people driving around. But yeah, there's just like this synth, and I don't know, this synth it just sounds kind of boring, man. Again, it fits like a 1980s aesthetic, but like, you know, some of my favorite music is from the 1980s, and I know that this could be like, I don't know, just more radical, you know what I mean? Like, this just doesn't... It just sounds a little too generic for my liking. So, yeah. With that being said, I think I do like it. I don't think it's bad. I don't dislike it, but it's definitely like down here. Cause I like this is my favorite part of the song right here. The do it 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 do. Like yeah, I do like that. But every other part of the song doesn't really have me invested. Again, like the clapping here is cool. Do it do do. Like it's a pretty catchy song, but I don't like it as much as the two songs in front of it, basically. I think they have more going for them. And again, I think like the second half of the song really drags it down for me. So now we're gonna move on to the Technodrome. Again, oh no, we're doing Sewer Slam. That's right. It's 3:10. I might have to stop midway here. Might have to stop midway during this. But okay, here's this music. Again, very clearly trying to sound like Sega Genesis, but not quite getting there. I think this sounds more like Sega Genesis than Rooftop Rumble. Don't think it's bad to sound like a Sega Genesis. The Sega Genesis music can sound really good, like the sound font can sound really good. But there's some very distinct things about the Sega Genesis sound font. It's mainly just like, you know, the way synths sound and especially the way the drums sound. The drums here definitely do not sound like a Sega Genesis. Like the drums in the Sega Genesis really like cut through the music. And these songs don't really have that, but you know, for what's happening here, I don't know, this reminds me of like Toxic Caves from Sonic Pinball. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Again, I think it's not sounding like super energetic and fitting for the Ninja Turtles though. This part's kind of cool. If you listen to this part with like headphones, it'll go around your ears. Sounds cool. But I don't think it's anything crazy. Really like drums. Yeah, this is definitely not like a bad song, but wouldn't say it's my favorite. This part's kind of interesting. One thing I can say about this song, it's similar to the Cemetery in that there's never really like an uninteresting part. Like the song is always changing itself up a little bit. But at the same time, like the Sega Genesis sound font thing is kind of like a detriment here. Because even if there's a part that sounds different, like melodically, it kind of sounds the same as the rest of the song because of the sound font. Because there's just like a limited number of instruments being used, so I don't know. I just think the song's alright. Again, having like the Sega Genesis vibes fits the Turtles relatively well, but still something more bombastic is something that I'm kind of looking for. I probably actually think I could put it there, because I think I do like it better than Omashu, but I don't like it as much as the SpongeBob song. Because like, the SpongeBob song, again, even though It's not like a super intense song. It's just a nice one that I'm never tired of listening to. It definitely sounds like it comes from the show. Like this, the TMNT tracks in this game are more so trying to sound like they're from like the arcade games, which is an okay direction to go with if you actually do the sound fonts correctly. But it's not quite getting there here. Sonic 4 music, honestly, it's not that bad. It's definitely not that bad, but yeah, just a little bit of Sonic 4 vibes. Just a little bit. And yeah, Mikey definitely is the best turtle. He definitely is. So now we're going to move on to the Technodrome. Oh, here we go again. No! Why does this happen? What are you doing? So weird. It must just be like the really involved backgrounds for some reason just want to explode on training mode specifically. I can't exit out. I think we kind of have to get on YouTube here anyway. Yeah, let's exit out. I think the game's on the brink of exploding. We gotta get on YouTube anyway, or, I don't know, Twitch. This is happening on Twitch, right? Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Let's get on Twitch, find Evo and get that ready, because we're getting pretty close to getting that going. Tier list is a good way to pass the time, though, right? It's a good way to pass the time. We will finish it. We will finish it. I want to mute that for just a second. Where's Evo at? There you are. Actually, wait. Stage D, that's right. There's multiple streams going on. I'm guessing this first one's the one I want to go on, because this is the one that all the announcements are happening on, right? Yeah, the special industry panels is the one that I want to be on, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, just keep that auto. This dude looks like the multiverses guy. Okay, anyway. Let me turn this back on for you guys. So you can see we've got it up now. But I'm about to mute this in a second. This stream anyway, until we get to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which should be happening in just about 15 minutes, a little less than 15 minutes here. But we still gotta talk about the Technodrome, man.
Mentos gum comes in a durable paperboard gum bottle that can weather pretty much anything.
I mean, if I had to give my thoughts without us listening to the whole song, because it's actually a decently long song. Me personally, I'm never ever a fan of like electro music that just goes wob wob wob. This isn't exactly that. But there is a very repetitive alien sounding thing going on in the background here. And it just goes wow. Like this to me, it feels like very atmospheric music. And again, this is just the type of song that completely... Oh, it's happening right now. Oh god. We're doing it right now. Okay. Let's turn this on. We'll listen to that later. They started early. What? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It's back, baby. Look at the little boards. They bounce around. Yes! Rock, paper, scissors is gone. Light and strong attacks are here to stay, including new horizontal attacks. Strong attacks, what you expect. Slower but quicker, can be charged now, both on the ground and in the air, and they still reflect projectiles. For light aerials, you have 5 now, so there is back airs in this game. Blocking is also changed. While blocking, you get pushed around, and you can even go into teeter. Limited amount of damage for a limited amount of time for the bubble burst, and you leave wide open for attack. I'm glad teetering's still there, but now we also have like shield breaks basically. So there's parries. Oh, you can use your meter to just like parry stuff too. Interesting. Oh my. So that move is back, of course. You can enhance it with slime. So there's a new button that it seems like you can press down and hold down. Oh, Patrick has a lariat now. That used to be his old dash attack, but now it's a lariat. Okay, yeah. So there's like EX versions of specials too, of course. But yeah, I didn't expect you to be able to like hold down the button and then do stuff out of it like that. So there's a burst in this game. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, yeah. So bursting is 2 bars. That's interesting. Come on, you could do it. Chug along. Chug along. What are you doing? Hey, we're gonna be watching this once it gets like on YouTube. We're gonna be analyzing it. Decrease, decrease, decrease. Dang, we literally missed everything. That's awesome. Okay, so yeah, there's slime canceling, which we saw in the trailer. So you can still do like the slip into other moves. And you don't even have to hit people. You just do your slime cancel whenever you want. Normally in a lot of fighting games you have to hit people in order to be able to have the ability to do that in the first place, but you don't have to do that here. Ah, okay. Okay. So yeah, it'll do less damage and knockback if you slime cancel it. That makes sense. Yeah, that's really good. Oh. So if you slime cancel and air dodge, it becomes an air dash. Oh my god. Oh my god, okay. So air dashing is back. You could do some nutty stuff in this game then. Is that it? We missed like at least 5 minutes of this. Yes, character spotlights. Yes. 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 Okay. Oh! Excuse me! They are revealing a character. And Karen is there. And it is Plankton. They didn't say they would reveal a character. But they're doing it. He has freaking ketchup. Tags. He has a suplex! Let's go. He has a glide. He literally does the fucking Guilty Gear attack from that one guy from Guilty Gear. Poke the guy. Okay. Plankton's here. Free burritos! Oh my god! That's really what I'm worried about here. Free burritos. Okay. Thank you very much, good sir. Or ma'am. I'm sorry. That's a force of habit. Now we need to immediately see if they posted that on their YouTube channel because we missed like most of that bull crap. Not quite. Not quite. But we know some of the things. We know the important things, I guess, right? Let me see. Last hour. No more results. We're gonna have to wait for that video. But, for now, yeah, I mean, the slime meter is gonna be the meat and potatoes of Nick All-Star Brawl 2. I can tell. So that's gonna be really exciting. While we wait for that video, let's go back to listening to some lo-fi tunes, shall we? Michelangelo. We use this as our background music to, you know, to wait for a new video to come out. But yeah, as you can see, so we are literally a minute 20 seconds into the song and it's finally sounding cool. Before it was just plodding along, honestly. And now we've got some like 80s drums. But I gotta be honest, outside of the drums here, this still isn't anything all that interesting. You know what I mean? And now it's slowing down again. Guitar here, I mean, I like guitars, but again, the one here is pretty tame. Yeah, this feels more like atmospheric music. I don't think I dislike it, but it's definitely like way down there. I don't... It does go on for a pretty long time, but I think unlike some other songs that are above it, like even if it's a long song, it doesn't keep itself interesting. It does plod along quite a bit. Even when it's doing new stuff like this, you know, it's just all bleh. Know what I mean? There we go. So there's Plankton at least. We can analyze Plankton for a little bit here. Let's do it. Let's do it. We can actually have this in HD. So I mean, when I saw the ketchup bottle, I knew it looked familiar. I didn't really think this was like Plankton. Honestly, this like little idle animation here, this reminded me of like the Mii, like the Mii's in Smash. They're just kind of like bobbing up and down. But there's Karen. Karen is here. People wanted Karen to be a part of Plankton's moveset. She is here somehow, and she's talking too. So that's cool. And here's the top of Plankton's little thing. He's laughing, and so is his robot. So that's probably a taunt. Plankton joins the battle. Oh my. So the leaks are definitely real. Let's do this. So Karen, yeah, Karen literally comes out of the eyeball to attack people. So that's pretty cool. So it's like a 1-2 jab into Karen beating the absolute crap out of you. Oh no, she like comes out of the side. She's not coming out of her head. And then, you know, big slam down as the jab finisher. Then he gets pretty tired after that. He has a move. He has the mind blown emoji as an attack. That's crazy. But yeah, he has a move where his head explodes. I don't know how Plankton hangs on after that, but that's fine. This is probably an up B. I'm guessing that move he just did was like an up smash. This is probably like an up B where he like helicopters up. He didn't go into free fall after that though, so I don't know. That was a roll. Then he's going into a move where he just, I don't know. His ketchup hands turn into rocket fuel. He's going into maximum overdrive. This is the maximum overdrive move, isn't it? I think so. He better say maximum overdrive when he's doing that. Here he's shooting out projectiles, so he has like a rapid projectile move that kind of looks similar to like the Inkling's neutral B, except he's just like firing a bunch of projectiles out all at once. What was that? Hold on. He's doing slime cancels. So I can't tell exactly what he's doing. That's probably his jab. Then he's doing like the side B, slime cancel, up smash. Oh my god, he has Elena. What's her name from Ravels of Aether? That's the Ravels of Aether move. That's a Ravels of Aether reference. That's crazy. So he has like a hook hand thing that comes out of the mech to grab people. And surely his mind explodes. He spits them out. Just like Eliana, that's her name. Eliana does that. And then here's the suplex! The suplex! The Pokemon 10. I don't know what his name is. I don't play Guilty Gear. Karen just, you know, coming out. So that's another taunt. There's multiple taunts in this game, if you didn't know. This is an up air. Jimmy's getting his butt kicked. This is a down air. He kind of floats in the air for a second. So like air stall. And look at Reptar's block here. He uses like the Empire State Building. That's amazing. That's awesome. Here's another move where Plankton charges forward that's not his side B, or maybe this is like his side B in the air. Maybe it's just like a different animation. Slime cancel grab suplex. Oh my god, that's nasty. That's actually insane. He has an Iron Giant move as well. The spinny lariat. I don't know if this is like a neutral air or what. That's probably like a strong neutral air maybe, but unless it's like a, it seems like it's a multi-hit too, so maybe it's not a strong move. Maybe it's just like his normal nair. Dude, is there gonna be 5 strong attacks in the air? I mean, that's just insane. He has a Machka kick move? What do you mean? What do you mean he does a Russian dance as a move? Is he just referencing the fact that he is taking from a Russian man in his moveset? Because all grapplers kind of take something from Zangief. Look at this! So this stuff's staying on the ground. So it's possible, because, I don't know, maybe this is just a visual effect, but it's possible between that one move where he's, you know, spitting out ketchup 24/7, and now this move, his side B, where it kind of spits it out behind him. It's possible that the stuff that he leaves on the ground could actually do something, whether it be like slow other people down or damage them over time. It could do something like that. Yeah, this game does look very good. This game does look very good. So he's doing an up B into up air here. That up air has a lot of range and it does kill, so it might be an up strong. And then that's it for that. If you didn't know, Squidward has an up B where he uses that bicycle he uses in one episode. He kind of like rides the bicycle and then he falls off of like 10 cliffs and then explodes. That's his up B in this game. Is hilarious. SpongeBob has a new down strong where he uses his buff arms. So that's why Squidward got sent up there. That's an up air right there where I think he uses a spatula, it looks like. Then this is a new strong up air where he puffs up, and then that's it. Okay. So we got as much from that Plankton trailer as we could with his moveset. But there is going to be moveset showcases for this game, which is awesome. And honestly, if they go down by like series, for example, right? So they're starting off with SpongeBob probably. They'll talk about all the SpongeBob characters. It's probably the reason why they revealed Plankton, so that, you know, they can say, here's all of our SpongeBob characters, and now we'll do moveset showcases for all of them, type of thing. I think it just seems to make sense. Hungry Box already has a video out that's pretty insane. Gameplay mechanics trailer. That's sick. Oh, Hungry Box was the commentator for this? That's kind of crazy. Let's do 0.5 for this. Actually, I don't know. Let's just do normal. I don't even hear anything. Oh, there we go. Unless, I don't know, they show something interesting that I could slow down for, but... So yeah, there's analog controls now, so you can walk and run. So there's traditional runs in this game, it's not just one dashing speed. Tab jump is now an option, we saw that. So we really didn't miss anything when we were looking at the Evo footage. So that's like a roll right there. I don't know why he's talking about air dodges while he's rolling, but there you go. But yeah, there's like a neutral air dodge, and then there's... So this is like Smash Ultimate. This is literally just how Smash Ultimate air dodging works, except... Yeah, I hope you can do it faster than that. Hope you can do it faster than that. But yeah, no RPS in this game. There's forward tilts, that's the jab. That's his forward tilt now. This is probably his forward strong. That's his down strong. That's his new neutral air. It's the Goofy Goober thing, that's awesome. He does a Goofy Goober! He has an idle animation where he's playing on his nose, too. That's pretty cool. That's an up air now. Oh yeah, so he doesn't use a spatula, he just spins. That's his back air, light back air. That's his new down air. So that's kind of like his old... His new down air, light down air, is like his old neutral air. He does the same thing, kinda. And that's his forward air. I guess it makes sense for it to not spike because his forward air now does spike, I guess. Although again, this might be like more traditional because they didn't highlight. They highlighted a bunch of aerials right there, but then they didn't show like strong aerials. So maybe there aren't strong aerials in this game. Maybe it is a little more simple and more like Smash, where there's like light attacks on the ground, just your strongs on the ground. There's no strongs in the air now. I think that's what's going on here, which I guess would be okay. I don't know if there's like a neutral strong attack. There probably isn't if they're trying to make this more like Smash. So, whatever. Okay with that. I'm okay with that. No matter what, the movesets are still bigger than the first Nick All-Star Brawl one because of the inclusion of forward air and back air, so... And forward tilts. Those stock icons are new. Those are new from the screenshots. The screenshots kind of show them as like white little drawings. I guess those were placeholders. They actually have like cool little stock icons now. I kind of like that herd animation. Looks similar to a SpongeBob episode. Flying Dutchman's still in the background there. So I don't know if he's going to end up being a boss. He'll probably just be a background element again. That's a new neutral B, I think. I don't know what else a lariat would be, so... What's probably happening is that his neutral B is like a lariat and his side B will probably still be like the grabs, but who knows. There's burst in this game. That's insane. There's actual burst in this game. So, you know, yeah, if you're just hanging on to a stock or if you're getting comboed like crazy, just burst out of it. And that will cancel out any move canceling that you can do in this game, I guess. Super attack. Oh god, he gets into... I didn't see this! I didn't see this! Oh my god! That's amazing. So his super is he gets into a car with Mrs. Puff, which is probably only here for the purpose of being within SpongeBob's super, so they made a whole model just for her and the boat for him to drive around in the boat. Dang it. I want to see it. That's so awesome. So he would just drive around and run everybody over. He kills Squidward. He kills Squidward. He didn't kill Patrick there. He killed Squidward, so that's kind of funny. So I guess it's seeming like every single super might end up being like a cutscene Final Smash type of deal, which I love. I love that so much. It's awesome. Of course we missed the best freaking part during the live stream, dude. It just had to buffer when it was showing SpongeBob running Squidward over and killing him. Of course. There's a lot of idle animations right there. Yeah, like so his dash attack is just a slide now. And I don't think there's going to be like a strong dash attack or anything like that. It just doesn't seem like that. They're not like highlighting it in this video, so it's probably not a thing. It's probably more like traditional Smash now. That's like a new side B right there. Hold on. I didn't really notice that the first time. So he has a move where he goes... What is even happening right there? I have to slow this one down, I think, to really understand what's actually happening. It's like a bubble bowl type of move. I don't know if this is like a part of a game. I'm not sure, but yeah, he literally turns into a bubble. I think that's a move in a games, right? I don't know if he actually does that in an episode. Yeah. I'm glad that they're doing something with slime. And it wasn't really missing from the first game. I mean, they had like a stage that had slime, but yeah. Recoveries in this game are going to be cool. I'm guessing you can't, yeah. I'm guessing you can't do like a slime cancel up B into another up B. That's probably not going to be allowed. But yeah, slime canceling this into an air dash. So air dashes are back. So they have both traditional dodges in the air and then air dashes from the first game too, which is awesome. That's like the best compromise possible. That's a new up tilt. It's cool. And is that it? Yes, that was everything. That was everything. So we got to see some of SpongeBob's moveset, and then really outside of that, Um, we haven't seen any new footage here, which is okay. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Like the slime meter is just gonna add a lot of depth to the game. And honestly, it can be just as fast as the first game. It can be if you have slime meter. But since you don't always have it, it's probably gonna end up being, you know, it's just gonna end up being a lot slower, which is a good thing. I think a lot of people were off put by how fast Nick All Star Brawl 1 was. I really liked it. I like how fast Nick All Star Brawl 1 is, but I can totally see how that can turn some people off. So this is gonna play more like traditional Smash until you get your meter up, and then it's gonna turn crazy. So you could do slime canceling, which is basically attack canceling. You can do bursts. You can do your super attack, and it probably will be turn illegal. And I mean, the only thing I'm really asking for gameplay wise, honestly, is, you know, if supers end up being OP, which I really doubt, if they're all just cutscene final smashes, and they'll probably all just be as powerful as one another. So I'm sure people will use them in competitive play, which is exciting. But like, if you can turn it off, not only here's what I want. I want like slime meter options. I want the ability to always have my slime meter available, so like in a casual match I can just spam like supers on people. That'd be kind of funny. Or just have the ability to constantly be able to like attack cancel every single thing I do, and just put somebody in like an infinite loop attack or combo, I should say. I think that'd be really funny. Just to have options like that would be fun for like a more casual experience, but it could help with competitive too if they don't want to use super attacks for whatever reason. I think that'd be kind of lame, but yeah. Yeah, they have basically they've added on to some of their original concepts in Nick All-Star Brawl 1, but again, I think they've kind of gotten rid of like strong aerial, strong dash attack, and stuff like that, which I guess is fine. It'll probably make the game and like some attacks specifically just you're more likely to use them basically, because there's a lot of times in Nick All Star Brawl 1 where like a strong attack completely outshadowed like a uh, a regular one, like a light attack, and there's like no reason to use the light attack. You would just use the strong attack every single time when you're in the air or on the ground or something like that. So it should make every other move now more meaningful to use, especially in the air. I think the problem I just mentioned mainly applies in the air. So yeah, this game's really cool. I can't wait to see like the gameplay showcases. They should, realistically, for how big their roster is for this game, the character showcases should be happening like every single week. So I hope they do. I think that'd be awesome, because this roster is about like 30 characters. So like, there's no reason for them not to be doing them every single week. I think that's it for that. I will definitely wait for the Rouse of Aether announcement as well, which should be happening around, what, 4:45, so an hour from now. I'll wait for that. I'll wait for that. Why not? Why not? At this point, I think we can. But did I rank this? Yeah. Yeah, I did. We're going to move on with this tier list. We are going to finish it here today. This is just the big content stream, and we'll go from there. So let's just start with what this thing has now. I'm not going to go in order anymore. We'll just go with how this playlist is organized. Get rid of Grammarly. Get Grammarly out of here. So now we have the Armada. And actually, you know what? One more thing. Because, you know, obviously music is an important thing that I'm listening to right now. Can we hear music in this? me increase my volume. I don't think we can. Oh, we can. I hope that's not, like, destroying your guys' ears. I don't think it should be. Apparently you guys aren't even getting it. Huh. But yeah, there is new music here I can hear. This is probably for the Flying Dutchman stage. It sounds similar to the old one in some ways, but it definitely fits the stage a little better because it's like when I think about pirates, right? I'm thinking about dramatic violence, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Dun 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 dun. This is kind of this has elements of that, so that's good. And there's a bit of guitar in there. That's good. So yeah, I mean, if it's just like a Pirates of the Caribbean song with some I can't say guitar today, I don't know why. But yeah, if it has guitar in it, then I think that'll end up being a decent track. I wonder why this is not capturing here. I mean, just based off of what I'm hearing here, like, I'm still not crazy about the music in this game, but this is sounding better than the original for sure. This is sounding better than the original. I legitimately think, and this is so dumb, I legitimately think that the only way that you guys are going to be able to hear music is if I, like, restart OBS. Because it's just deciding not to do stuff right now. I love OBS so much. This. No. Yeah, I don't get this. It's just being really dumb. I hate your OBS. Trying to do music-based content and then you don't want to capture the music. Of course. So that sucks. What if I increase the volume just a lot on this thing? There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. I'll increase that even more. Let me close down my volume. Yeah, it's a lot better. All I needed to do was increase the volume. It makes sense. I'm gonna keep this up just in case if I want to talk about it later. But yeah, music in Nick All-Star Brawl 2 so far sounding a little bit better, but I can't judge it for sure yet. Anyway, here's the Urkanomata Zim stage. Where are you at down here? There you are. So this starts as kind of like an Imperial March military type of song, which fits in very, very well. There's some weird stuff going on here. Weird voices, and then all of a sudden, we get a badass guitar. Oh snap! This is a head bopper. Again, at worst, immediately at worst, this is an A tier. Screams are really good. They add a lot of character to this. now there's like a violin along with the guitar. This is a very like slow but very impactful song. Violins are very good. This fits in super duper well. Alright, then it slows down again, kind of going back to how it was sounding in the beginning. Which I don't hate the beginning at all. So yeah, I think this fits in very well at the very least, even if it's not the most exciting thing ever. You hear this? This is like the exact melody from the theme song, which like none of these freaking stages do. So now it's an S tier just because it actually incorporates the intro song into the actual music of the stage. Do I like it better than Lucy Loud? I mean, honestly, subjectively, no. I actually do like Lucy's better, but objectively, this should probably go above Lucy's. Just because it is very good. I think it fits a fighting game like a lot better. It fits Zim super duper well. But I think this song fits the setting in Lucy super duper well too. But yeah, this is like Invader Zim incarnate put into a fighting game. So it has a little bit of that extra intensity. But I love this song. This song is like perfect for Zim. And that's why it's in perfection. Duo Kitchen. Oh boy, there's the Meg. I remember watching this. The first movie was just whatever. This looks like it's trying to have more fun with itself. Come on! No. No, 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 no. Let me skip it. There you go. Thank you. Okay. Start from the beginning. So this song starts off immediately being good. I immediately vibe with it. This is just like 80s folk music. And I love it. Very tangy guitar, I love it. This sounds like surfer music, which fits very well for the character and for the setting of just like an 80s kitchen. Dun, 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 dun. This song is super duper catchy too. There's so much to love about this song, honestly. There's so much going on here. Yeah, this is like super funky. It's a very funky song. And now, you know, main melody just being played on one guitar. This game sure does like doing that a lot. They like to give their main melodies some time to shine, and now we're getting like a keyboard solo, like a blues solo right now. The keyboard here is really good too. Piano, I love it. And now instead of the ooh ah, it's just like, you know, really playing up the drums and the cymbals. Alright, a bit of a slower part again. And it's still good. It's still good. Even that part's good. So yeah, we're really getting all the S tiers out of the way, but yeah, this one's perfect. There's no way I would change it in any way, shape, or form. It's just that good. And I really love the vibe. I love the vibe of this. It's fast-paced and just really good. It's just really good, man. You can hear how good it is. So now we got the playground. I can say right off the bat that this fits the setting very well, and it fits Rugrats, a show about babies. This is a very like silly song. There's a lot of silly instrumentation going on already. Boing, boing. I honestly think that this Wild West stuff really brings out the best in like that funny sounding sound font. Honestly, this instrument though that's happening right now, if I listen to this at full volume, this kind of hurts my ears, I'm not gonna lie. It takes it down a peg. There's a horse. The horse makes a cameo in the song. Some Wild West tension right here. Okay. It may have looped already. It may have just been a 1 minute loop. I'm gonna make sure. I think this is maybe a little bit different. Not sure. I don't think so. No, I think it just looped in a minute. So I mean, this is not bad. It's definitely above those two. It's probably like all the way up here, honestly. And the reason for that is because I just think that it is very well paced. Unlike this song, where I feel like there's some slow parts that don't really need to be there. I feel like, yeah, sure, there's like a slow part going on right here. I think the tension fits the stage a little bit better. Yeah, this part's different, hold on. The songs in this game like to do this a lot, where they reduce the number of instruments going on and then, you know, go back to their main loop. Yeah, I'd say I just like this better than the SpongeBob song. It has a lot of personality to it. And, yeah. I don't know. It's just, this one I just have a feeling on where it's just like, yeah, this is just nicer than this one. But I don't think it's on the level of these two. You know what I mean? Like these two, I think the reason why these two are above this song is because these two fit a fighting game. This one is like, it's good for a fighting game, but it's not as good as these two. Like these two are on another league. Just in terms of how they make me feel while I'm fighting, you know. So yeah, the gameplay mechanics are very good. Very good. I love it. Let's see. We already did sewers, Jerome. Zone. I don't know why these are named so weird on this channel. Stop! No way. Here's Ghost Zone. So this starts out alright enough. Kind of mysterious, but it's got a nice beat to it. Kind of like, you know, the opening has like a nice beat to it too. It's kind of like a rap song. And then guitar comes in. I love this guitar. I love guitars, and I love this one. I love what it's doing. It's basically just like a backdrop to those very calming, slow noises in the background. I don't even know if I can call it a synth. It's just like boom, boom, boom. So that the chaotic guitar contrasting with that noise is very nice. And And now the synth's really going in. And now it's really going in. I thought it was going in before, now it's really going in. This is a head bopper. I'm bopping my head right now. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, and then the transition back into that slow, mysterious part. Yeah, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. At worst, it's an A tier. Is it an S tier? Dan Arillo says it's perfect. It should be perfection. For me, this does fit Danny Phantom pretty well as a character. This as a song for the stage is kind of where I'm conflicted a little bit, because on one hand I'm like, awesome guitar. Does that fit the Ghost Zone? Does it? I'm not sure. It might need to be a little more mysterious than it is. But I don't know. I don't want to be too nitpicky on it. I think just for the guitar, it should be up here somewhere. Honestly, I like it better than the Sim stage. Just on a personal level. Like, again, maybe objectively this should be here, but I'm going to be biased and say that it's like up here because I just like it a lot. So, yeah, I don't know. Again, like, when I think about the Danny Phantom theme, though, it's like, like, you know, it's all, like, super duper mysterious, and that's not what this stage song is, but I'm willing to excuse that.
There's nothing more powerful
I'm willing to excuse that. Okay, so this is the Hey Arnold stage. Unfortunately, this is not a character from Stomp Party, like I thought it was. But immediately, this sounds different from like every other song in the game, which I can appreciate. So this is like just full-on jazz, like low-key jazz. Da-da. I like that. Da-da. This is like a head bopper too, I think. So anything that makes me bop my head, at worst, it's going up in A. I think this is really chill. I really like the record scratching. It fits the show super duper well. Fits the setting super duper well. And then, you know, this is just like a semi-chaotic drive on the street. But I mean, this sounds like something that the bus driver would be listening to, maybe. I don't know. Or just other people driving around. So I'm willing to accept it. And not say that it should maybe be a bit more chaotic because, you know, it's a bit of a chaotic scene. Besides this part right here, I mean, this part's kicking it up a notch. The drums are definitely chaotic there. The drummer is going off in that little section. I like it. Yeah, I don't think that's anything like super duper crazy that I'm like in love with, but I think that is great. I think that's great. I might even put it at the top of great, because I do like it a lot. Yeah, I think that works. Is there anything else I'd do to change it though? Again, that's my criteria for things not being an S. Would there be anything realistically that I would do to change it? Like with these two, I definitely have examples where I'm like, oh, they could somehow add more to it. But this, I don't know. I mean, for what it's going for, it does super duper well. So now I'll throw it up here. Don't know if I like it as much as Lucy's Stage. Lucy's Stage has a lot of character. This one does too. I think it deserves S tier. I really do. Today is Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Yes. We did talk about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 earlier. I saw the gameplay breakdown. I saw Plankton. Yeah. That guy. The Goofy Goober himself. Well, I guess Plankton would not be caught dead being called a Goofy Goober, alright? He'd get in his mech and kick my butt if he heard me. But, yeah. I'm loving Plankton. I'm loving what I'm seeing from the gameplay. Like, I love Plankton's grab suplex move so much. I really do. So, you know, one thing they didn't talk about in this, actually, and they probably really should have, was grabs. Because somebody confirmed in a Discord server, somebody who works at Game Mill, that every character has, like, a unique grab, which is weird. So it's like, oh, okay, so they have, does that mean they have a unique way of grabbing people, or do they all have just unique throws? Is that what he means by that? I still don't know if we've gotten an answer on that. I'm sure we'll figure that out once we do once we get like the moveset videos. They'll probably have to show all the throws, or maybe they won't. But hopefully we get answers on that soon enough. I'm hoping right now what's happening in the Nick All-Star Brawl Discord while I'm not looking at it is that Dez are just answering a bunch of questions about gameplay mechanics. I hope they're doing that right now. If I see if they've done that, then you know, I'll get on and I'll actually talk about that too. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do that. Doesn't look like they are. Yeah, they aren't doing that, so whatever. If they end up doing that in the future, I will talk about it. But now we're gonna move on to Waterfall.
It's time to improve your writing game. With
No, it's not. It's not. I'm a good writer. I showed that earlier. I showed my writing skills earlier. So this is, you know, a typical jungle-like song. Sounds a lot like something that you would hear in, like, The Lion King, of course. Cha, cha. I love the cha, cha. I love that. I like the very slight humming. I really like this, I don't even know what this instrument is. I don't think I really know what any of the instruments are in this song, but I just like them all. Besides that one, of course, that's a violin. Yeah, this is like a very, orchestrated piece. It, again, sounds very unique from everything else in the game that we've heard so far, so that is appreciated. I do like that. Honestly, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like something from Pokemon Snap. And I like Pokemon Snap's music. This song is not bad, but I'm kind of expecting it to do something now. I'm getting bored. And it's doing some weird stuff right now. I don't hate this part, but yeah, Again, it's doing the minimal instrument thing and then going back to the main loop. I was expecting it to do something there for a couple seconds and it didn't. Yeah. That may be right. Maybe do I like this better than Jellyfish? I mean, they both kind of have the same problems. I think it's just up to personal preference, and I kind of like that song better. Yeah, it could go more hard. It's definitely not up here. It's not up here. But I think it could definitely go more hard. It's just kind of doing its own thing, which I feel like a lot of these songs in here do. They just kind of do their own thing without differentiating from that thing too much. And I mean, these songs don't do that either, but I just think they fit better in a fighting game setting. This song's cool, but yeah, I just think these two work better for what they are within a fighting game setting. Shanty, that's, yeah, we don't need to listen to that again. Trash heaps of fun. More than one word on this one. I think it needs more swing vibes. I could see that. This song is just funny, I think, because it's using that scream and incorporating it within the song. And then there's just like this very DIY sounding stuff here. There's like a spray can. Some little tin can bops. Yeah, you know what this kind of sounds like to me? This sounds like a Paper Mario villain song. Something like that. Without the screaming anyway. The screaming, that would never happen in Paper Mario. This song honestly is pretty catchy. I feel like that's something that the song misses too. It's not very catchy. There's nothing to like grab onto. So honestly, yeah, I'm gonna throw it over here because of that actually. This song's pretty catchy. There's like a dubstep moment with the scream. I do like that. Going even harder now, going even longer than I did the first time. Still not going really hard though. It's not. I think this part right here, even if it's, you know, not really fitting of a fighting game, it has a lot of personality. I do like it. The song is still going. Every single time this song deviates a little bit, it's not doing something super interesting to me. Maybe that's just me. Honestly, I feel like I do like it better than the TMT tracks. Again, I think that personality is really shining through. Whereas with like, I'm probably gonna put that up there. Because the problem I'm having with the TMNT tracks now is that there's a very big lack of identity between all of them compared to all the other songs in the game, honestly. I think that might be my problem. Because it's like, you know, there's 3 of these songs that basically are doing the exact same idea, just in different ways. We have Omashu that, it sounds good. I do like the song. It's not the only Oriental song, it's probably the best one. Well, no, it's not the best one, because this one's up here, so never mind. But for what it is, it's good. Basically, for what all these songs are, they're good. They don't go to that next level for me. None of them do. They're just nice. Then like the TMNT songs are basically the exact same thing, but they're all at the bottom because they all kind of sound the same. I think that's the reasoning behind that. I think that's fair. go to house next.
You got this.
House.
Only a handful of people in the world can do it.
Okay. Immediately sounding like it's coming from the show. So that's good. And this is mainly a head bumper because of the drums so far. This also sounds like a SpongeBob song, honestly. And I think this fits Cat Dog like perfectly, so that's good. It's a good thing. The song's not blowing me away, but I think it's nice. I'm still kind of bopping my head to it. The cowbell! Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh. Ooh. Now that acoustic guitar is getting real saucy with it. Alright. And now we're slowing down. As is mandatory with all Nick All-Star Brawl songs. Just focus on a couple of instruments before it loops again. Yeah. That's good. That's good. Where are we putting that? Definitely above Jellyfish Fields for me. That might be the top of Not Bad because it did get me a little excited there with the acoustic guitar, and I think that's better than all these other tracks I've done. There's not been anything that's like excited me in any of these other tracks in this tier. But you know, that one little acoustic guitar part got me really excited, so I think it should deserve to be up here. But not on the same level as these still. Not on the same level. I don't think. Duo Madness. Whoa. So immediately with weird noises and the strumming of the guitar, to actually give it a bit of a Wild West feel. Oh yeah. Yep, this is Wild West, but it's being mixed with like alien noises, so that's pretty unique, honestly. Okay. Keeping up the weirdness. I think this music fits the stage super duper well. Super duper well. About to say, I'm not quite hooked on this. I think it's because I am getting the mixed signals of it wanting to be a really wacky space song, and then it's mixing in the Wild West stuff, which, I mean, Wild West music inherently can either be super serious or super silly, and there's really no in between. Yeah, that one never really quite get going either, but I still do kind of like it. hard because they're literally like, they're very similar. Man, that doesn't feel right. There's parts of this song that I like better than the Babies. I feel like they're pretty interchangeable, honestly. I feel like they're pretty interchangeable between each other. I think they're both just as good as the other one. You know what? I'll put the Babies above it just because I think the theming is just a bit better. Like it's a bit better to me. Because again, this music feels a little confused, but I still do really like it a lot. This is not confused and it's just good the whole way through. This is not confused, it's pretty good all the way through, but I don't know. Even if this one's just a little bit confused, I still like what it's going for a little bit better. I think that's fair. What else do we have left? Garfield's Dream. This definitely doesn't have everything. This playlist does not have everything. Still missing a couple. We'll just look them up. I know what the names are. Get out of here! Get away! You're revealing where I live.
Yeah, our prices dip.
Okay. Sweet Dreams. Garfield's Dream. Immediately good. So that gives it bonus points. For just immediately being a good song. There's this blues synth. So there's this really interesting thing going on where like the horns, the trumpets are being super duper dramatic, and like there's a bass behind it that's going along with it, the drums are going along with it, and the piano's going along with it. That all sounds great. And then there's like, you can hear this other bass going on, and it's like loosely following the song, you know what I mean? It's like quite there, but it's not following the song like everything else is. It's like a little bit off, but I do actually think that's on purpose, because since this is a dream, it does just feel a little bit off. And that's okay. I think if it is intentional, then that's fine. It's an artistic choice. But you can hear it, it's like going doo 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 doo. It's like almost kind of doing its own thing, and it's kind of funny to me. So while the trumpets are going da 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 da, this guitar in my right ear is going like do 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 do. It's really funny. I think that's kind of funny more than anything else. I think it is an intentional thing. And yeah, I think that's a good representation of a dream. You were saying it should go in S. I tend to agree. I think it should probably go right there. Because I just think this song is super bombastic. It fits a fighting game setting very well. Again, nothing I can tell you to make it better. It's just good as is. And as much as I love gothic stuff with guitars in it, I mean, this song is just, it's unique, and it's much more like noticeable while you're fighting than these other two. Like again, the music gets drowned out a little bit while you're playing on Lucy's stage, even on Helga's stage. Gets drowned out a little bit at times, but not really. It doesn't have that issue as much, but I still, just listening to it on its own, I like Lucy's better. That's why I kind of have it above. But this song, you're hearing it. It's bombastic, and we love it. Now we have Double Dare. The stage with slime. This is like, you know, if one of the menu themes was actually turned into a stage song. And I said before that I would put the stage music up in perfection. But I feel like this song is really wild. Especially this part. Like, I gotta be honest with you. Because this song is going real wacky and crazy with the guitar, it's not actually all super duper memorable. Like, this sounds like a Sega Genesis like synth, and I do like that. Yeah, it's trying to emulate like an 80s show, so having that there is good. Honestly, it does the 80s synth better than any TMNT song, which is kind of funny. Yeah. I mean, look, Technodrome was already in the game, so they're just like, well, screw it. Let's represent a Nickelodeon game show. Because that is a big part of Nickelodeon, so, okay. I think it's looped already. But we usually wait 2 minutes just to be sure. Basically, all the songs in these games are 2 minutes. This melody's memorable enough, I'm sure. This is pretty in your face. Ooh. There's a big guitar solo. I'm feeling right here. This definitely fits a fighting game. Because of electric guitars. I think it kind of has the same problem as Loud House though, where it's only guitars. There's some synths here and there. It's better than Loud House because it has a little more than that. But I don't think it's S tier. I'm not feeling S tier. Because it's great, but I don't feel like it's as catchy or memorable as the other songs above it. I don't know. That guitar riff right there, the it is pretty unique. It is pretty unique. So I don't know. I'd honestly be okay with putting it in S, but I don't think it's quite there to me. Not quite there for me. So I feel like it's missing something still. But maybe I shouldn't feel that way. I don't know. I feel very conflicted about this one. I feel like it's like on the brink of S tier, but it's not quite there. And it might literally just be because it's not representing anything specific. Like, I don't know. Again, I just don't think it's like super duper catchy. It's not as catchy and memorable as the other stuff. It's going in a lot of directions. You know what I mean? Which is keeping it interesting, but it's at a point where it's like, oh, nah. If I listen to it enough, I probably like it as much as these ones, so I'll just throw it up there. It's fine. Let's see if we can find our other ones here. There's hardcore chores. I guess we could do that next. So, this is a space theme that actually keeps full on with the space theme. It does not deviate. So there's like some robotic sounding synths here. Another synth that sounds super futuristic and space-like is the main thing. Now there's just some drums and some atmosphere. I think this definitely fits the stage better than the Ren and Stimpy one, probably. I don't know if I like it as much. Like, honestly, when I listened to this, it was sounding like it was down here. And it's because of stuff like this. It's just really not doing much of anything. Where are we at? Okay, yeah. This will stop when it's actually done. I don't know, man. Probably do like it better than Rooftop Rumble. Probably do like it better than this one too. I think it executes its idea better, but it still is a little bit boring to me. This song is not really all that boring to me. So it's kind of like the gatekeeper of boring. Even if this, like, there's some parts of these songs that are kind of boring, but like, the good parts outweigh that, I think. This one is not doing that for me. So I think that's kind of where it should be. Let's see. Yep, let's grab this one. This was not in your playlist, sir.
From site to store and so much
that?
more. Start your out of the blue idea today at bluehost.com.
Alright, here we go. Immediately good song. It's immediately catching your eye. At worst, it's A. I guess I should say it's catching your ear. It's immediately A. Dun, 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 dun. This is a super catchy song immediately. This one catches your attention straight away and just gives you a good catchy melody with a guitar. One thing I really like about this song is as you're playing on the stage, as the stage transforms, the music will kind of change too. So I like that a lot. That's probably gonna immediately make it an S tier. That's not its final placement. I'll probably move it up. This is a really intense part here, actually. Dun, 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 dun. Now the guitar's backing it up. This is probably like in the middle of it transforming. This is a very robotic sounding part that fits very well. And then, yeah, now it's done transforming. Now you're in a new part of the stage, new platforms. I love this part. Yeah. This might be peak. This might be peak. I'll put it there for now. This is what I, even though this existed way before Hades, this is like the Hades wail to me, because they use this like slide whistle instrument constantly in the game, and I just love Hades. Alright, back. It just blows up and it goes right back. So that was the slow part going into the loop. Fair enough. I think that was probably more interesting than all the other slow parts going into a loop. Yeah, I think this is going to stay up here, I think. It's my favorite song in the game, probably. By the looks of things, we still got one more to go. We've saved the best potentially for last here. Because now we've got Duck Duck Pie, baby. Oh yes. Immediately good song, at worst it's an A tier. I love people singing. I love the atmosphere this gives because you're literally flying and floating in the air on top of a giant pie. So, you know, just giving it that grandiose atmosphere for something so silly is great. And now, this dude, if you didn't know, is saying duck, 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 duck. Like, it's so good. It's so good! Are you hearing what I'm hearing here? This is like a magical world of pie and ducks. This is literally a man's dream. This is a silly man's dream. And this song does that like perfectly. This song is in its own tier. Yeah. So it was already perfection, and then the ducks come in. Dun, 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 dun. And this is so catchy too. This will stay in your head. Just because of how silly it is, but also the melody is like actually really good. And now it's looping back. It actually didn't slow down first before looping. It actually just loops once it's done doing its funny thing. Yeah, I gotta be honest, guys. Yeah. Yeah. That's what the tier is called. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, it's up there. Yeah, no, this is the song of all time. It is the song of all time. This is amazing. This fits Hugh perfectly. This fits the setting perfectly. It is beyond perfection, like you said. It's actually beyond perfection. I'm listening to it all. I'm listening to every bit of this. The guitar, I mean, I'm a sucker for electric guitars, so it's probably going to be up here no matter what. And pianos are also some of my favorite instruments. I just love me a good old piano sometimes. This is appealing to all of my wants and needs. So it just objectively is on its own tier, alright? And from my own personal bias, it is also in a tier of its own. So yeah, this is extremely catchy. It's everything. It's everything you want a song to be for these types of crossover games. Like when you have your favorite character coming over from your favorite show over to a video game setting, you can play them. This is literally exactly what you want. You want a stage that represents them perfectly, a moveset that represents them perfectly, and music on that stage that represents them perfectly. That is what Hugh Neutron was. Hugh Neutron was a perfect storm. He was a perfect storm. And yeah, not gonna ever retract this statement. He is the greatest thing to ever happen to Nick All-Star Brawl. It just is. He's the man. He is the man. So I don't know. We're done with our tier list now. Oh god! Rivals reveals like right now. We've gotta move. Where is Twitch.tv? That was perfect. That's perfect timing though. That is perfect timing. The Rivals reveal should be happening like right now. So we need to get back to that.
Thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments.
Get out of here, ad. Get out of here. Please.
Missing all the time. I let everyone down. I even let Shannon Sharp down.
Yeah, you're letting me down because you're interrupting my Rivals of Aether character reveal.
Doesn't matter. The electrolytes are all the same.
I don't care about no electrolytes. You know what I need? I need my Rivals of Aether, not Gatorade. Get out of here. He likes man. Hugh likes man? Are you sure about that? Okay. Apparently this is when this is happening anyway, right? Am I wrong in thinking that the Rivals reveal is at 4:45 Eastern Standard Time, right? It should be coming up. Has there been any other platform fighter news from EVO? Like even if there's something from Multiverses, that'd be pretty big. Like that'd be their first big thing that they've talked about since Going Dark, you know? This would be a good stage for them to reveal something. But I think they kind of already had all the reveals lined up, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. Let me I'll triple check and make sure this is when this is supposed to happen. I don't think it's at 5:45 for me. It should be 4:45 for me. Rivals 2. Rivals 2. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah, it should be happening any second now. Let's get ready, folks. We don't know who it's going to be. We don't know if it's going to be a Rivals of Aether 1 veteran again, like a Maple or something. We don't know if it's going to be a workshop character from Rivals 1. We don't know if it's going to be a whole new character altogether. I really do think if there's newcomers that they're most likely going to be a workshop character that's already been created, and Dan was like, I think your character's cool, I'm gonna put him in my game. You're just like, oh, okay. So we are simply waiting. Now they're showing this late, of course they are. Of course they are. Jake is freaking out over this game. I think we're all really happy about Nick All-Star Brawl 2 right now. I think we're all really happy that the game is actually going to be good. Probably. I think at worst, again, it'll be just like Nick All-Star Brawl 1, where at a gameplay level at worst it is good. Or maybe even great. It's probably looking like it's going to be great, honestly. It's looking like it's going to be a great game to just play on a gameplay level. If somehow the campaign mode like really disappoints and in some way, shape, or form ends up being boring or something like that, then it's kind of just where Nick All-Star Brawl 1 was, honestly. Except now, at the very least, there's more characters in the slime meter, so it's, you know, a little more engaging, no matter what. But we'll just have to see how it turns out. Yeah, no matter what, I am like cautiously optimistic about Nick All-Star Brawl 2, because there still are a lot of things that could go wrong. But as I see more and more of it, it feels like it's slimming down more and more the things that could go wrong. I feel like if the campaign is good, then literally the only thing that can go wrong with Nick All-Star Brawl 2 is online. If for some reason the servers crap themselves, like they kind of did when Nick All-Star Brawl 1 came out, if I remember correctly anyway, then that wouldn't be good. It would not be good. But I'm thinking, since Nick All-Star Brawl 2 has a whole different system, I know that I feel like Ludosity and Fair Play Labs worked with some kind of like pre-existing matchmaking engine that was not like super duper flexible. So, I mean, with a bigger budget, they probably could prioritize making that better. So, again, this is all just stuff that I'm thinking I'm remembering off the top of my head, but I'm just not sure. Don't talk about multiverses, it still hurts me. I mean, honestly, I was never hurt by multiverses. Like, the consistently bad thing about multiverses, no doubt, was the online. And I know that's probably really, really, really hard to make a 4-player rollback fighting game function. I am very, like, sympathetic to that, because it's hard enough to just get a 1v1 connection to be good. But with that being said, the online issues for multiverses were really bad. Especially when something new came out. When there's like a new character added to the game, the servers just crap themselves every single time. And every game was like hilariously bad to play. But when the servers weren't acting up, like legitimately, it's impressive how good the internet connections could be on multiverses sometimes and how smooth it could be. But most of the time it really wasn't like that, so hopefully they really find a way to make the servers as good as they possibly can be, because I remember them saying when they were first talking about multiverses, like when they're first talking about multiverses, they were like, we want to make this the best online of any online game ever. And I'm like, whoa, you ain't gonna get there overnight, buddy. Good luck. Finally got the jacket down till sketch done. Took me forever. Yeah, you know something funny? I meant to start on Up Tilt this week, but I just didn't. It's been one of those weeks where I just feel like I've needed a break, so I'm taking one. It's nice that I'm afforded to do so. Been a crazy week, where I kind of have my mind on like literally everything else but like cross-impact animation, and just animation in general. Not even just cross-impact, it's just animating. Sometimes, man, animating is a pain. It's not really something I look forward to, honestly. Dang, man. You've been waiting here for a while. They did Nick All-Star Brawl 2 like 10 minutes early, now they're doing this like 10 minutes late. It's kinda funny. My friend's trying to talk to me. I'll see if I can get in a message real quick. before this starts.
Please
Nope,
welcome
it's starting.
to the stage the creator of Rivals of Aether, as well as a
Oh
studio
snap!
lead for
It's
Aether
Mr. Dan
Studios,
himself.
Dan Fornes.
We love Dan. Look at him. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! How could they do this to Dan? No! Does not deserve it. Wait, so people in the crowd can hear him though. But I can't. I certainly cannot. Yeah, nope, I can't hear him. So today we're gonna be revealing Shovel Knight. Well, this is some riveting stuff. Riveting stuff. Dan trolling again. This is some riveting commentary from Dan Fornance, the man who will make a game on the level of Smash. All right, look, I'm gonna make a video about this for sure. But like next year, 1,000,000,000% is gonna be the year of platform fighters. We all thought it was gonna be this year, but it's next year. Like holy crap, our platform fighting game is really gonna pick up next year. It's gonna be amazing, honestly. I don't want to say how, really. I mean, if you're a fan, you just kind of know. But next year is gonna be nuts. I'll save the how for when I actually make the video. You remember Dark Monkey? Dart Monkey. God, if Dart Monkey got into Rivals 2, that'd be kind of crazy. Oh, there's a noise. For real. Noise is back. Excuse me? You cannot be revealing Flipnote Frog for Rivals 2. Oh, there's Maple. Yeah, that's not surprising. I called it. I called it before it actually happened. That's Maple. Oh, the remix of her song is pretty good. So that hinted at her having more things that she plants, though. So, you know, that's a Lily right there, I think. Lily still works the same way that she always did. Oh my. Oh my. What is happening? So she's got a ledge special that she can go back to. Oh my god, what is happening there? Why are there grass monsters in my Rivals of Aether? And yep, that is her grab special. Her Pummel special. That every character in Rivals of Aether has. It's sponsored by Verizon. Oh my god. Rivals of Aether 2 sponsored by Verizon. He's still not... The audio issues are still not fixed. Okay. Well, I'm sure what he's saying is important, but... Yeah, I mean, that's Maple. So what? I mean, when you throw somebody after they get a cotton... or what is it called?
Maple returns to Rivals 2
Oh! Wait, I can hear him!
so far. Her insane dash and run speed make her difficult.
Okay, so he's actually talking about Maple now. Hold on.
Her donut air dodge from Rivals 1 returns as well, but this time it's paired with an adorable wave dash animation.
Okay, well anyway.
Feature returning to Maple is her wall cling.
When
While all characters in Rivals 2 can wall
the
jump,
Dandelion.
hold the jump button to cling to
Dandelion. When the Dandelion gets put on opponent and then you throw a thing at them, it looks like it explodes and makes them go back towards Maple, which is interesting. Why did that just happen? Why did that noise just happen? Oh well. Dash attack, of course. So Maple was just,
Get Up attack is a great get-off
what?
means, and her ledge attack has more range than
Oh,
any other
okay.
in the game so far.
There's like
Two hits that can catch unfamiliar
apparently
targets
there's just a button that you can
early.
use the ragdoll. I hope that's back in Nickel Star Brawl 2 as well, because when you taunted in the air, you just ragdolled. Maybe you could do that in this game too.
Maple's down tilt is another quick way to pop up.
Wait, I thought they did moveset showcases, so
Her up tilt actually has a surprising amount of range, as it creates two vines on
you
each
know,
side of her.
they're just saying screw it to Maple. Maple, you are not allowed to have moveset showcases every Monday. You're just getting all your stuff shown right now. I almost said a bad word. That's new,
Her back
isn't
air
it?
has amazing frame data. Her fair is one of the best edge guards in the game,
Boop.
and her down air is one of the most unique aerials in the genre, creating a root projectile on the ground directly beneath wherever you are. And finally, her classic up air returns as a great move for juggling and killing off the top.
Of course. Still sends her up into the air a little bit. If she does it well, she
Her
jumps.
normals are quick and frequently low range. Maple's strong attacks are the exact opposite. Both forward strong and up strong are slow, but come with massive range to catch opponents.
Oh yes. Whee!
Her down strong has less range,
This game looks really good.
and it synergizes
Just
well
on an
with
art
the
style
recent
level,
game.
this game looks pretty good.
The seed is back from Rivals of Ether. This projectile is
The
foundation
seed!
for Maple's game plan. Toss it at an opponent to mark them. Once marked, any strong attacks that you land will wrap the opponent. The more damage they have, the longer the wrap. Then it's up to Maple on if she wants to extend her combo or wrap up the stock.
Wrap up the stock. Haha. Yeah, but I guess Maple really just ain't gonna get moveset Mondays ever. She can wall cling now. Pretty sure she couldn't do that before.
Her forward special marks opponents when it hits, and can even be reversed with some skillful timing.
Reversed? What do you mean? Is that a thing in Rivals 1? I didn't know that.
Our favorite plant companion is back in Rivals 2. Lily returns with all of her actions from Rivals, including Bite, Wrap, and Parry Stun.
Of course.
But she also has a new counter where opponents can attack Lily to briefly stun her in order to combat Maple players
Ah.
next to Lily and shield.
So they actually
Lily will
made
also
the
be
move
triggered
fair.
to
Wow.
throw one her way.
That's kind of crazy.
Down special in the air is a downward watcher's dash. This special has a brief stall at the start, so it's a great way to mix up your approach.
Oh yeah, this move.
It's also a great recovery tool because you can surprise your opponent on the path to the wall. Maple's up special is a simple yet incredibly useful recovery option. It's also one of the best aerial kill moves in the game. Maple can combo into it, but needs to be confident because she's a sitting duck if it whiffs.
Whoop. Goodbye.
Maple's recovery gets really interesting when you mix in the tether recovery. Unlike Rivals 1, the current input in Rivals 2 is attack plus special at the same time to initiate a tether.
No, I could not be Dan, like giving a live presentation
Right or up
of a character's moveset because I'd probably screw up
Maple will appear either to a
every
side
other
or
word
near its
every
back.
like 2 minutes,
Maple can even use this
no
mid
matter
game
what, because
to
that's
pick up
just
two
how I
opponents and
am.
KO them off the top.
Goodbye.
Maple's get up special is a fantastic way
Get
to
up
bring up
special.
While most get up attacks
It's the
are most
Rivals
quick and share
2.
the same frame data, Maple's get up
Oh.
special attack is delayed. She also
Whoop.
jumps up during the startup and dodges most low-hitting attacks. The special
Okay,
also
so
works
this doesn't have like a special thing that she can place down. It does leave her vulnerable, so I don't know if people are gonna do that. Maybe if somebody's like charging a smash attack or something, she could do that to trip them up.
Or she can tether to Terry after super deep edge guards.
Yeah, so that's just like free tether. So that's
Maple's
kind of
special
crazy.
pummel is another new plant companion named Poppy.
Pummel
Poppy is literally
special.
my favorite character in the game now. Maple attaches Poppy to the opponent's back if the special pummel is successful. She can then toss a seed
That is
to Maple
Dan's new
to pop
favorite
Poppy,
character.
causing the opponent to be knocked the opposite way they are currently facing.
Yeah, I was correct. That seems crazy.
Maple's speed and her new tools make her quite the threat on the battlefield.
Craig, stop holding it. Stop holding the rock. Stop. Stop. You're gonna die. No, stop. Just throw it. Oh, it's too late now. You're done for. That was Craig's worst mistake of his entire life, was picking up that rock at that moment. What? Now we can't hear him again. That's so funny. Okay, so he wasn't talking during that, so that makes me feel a little bit better. I can hear him just a little bit.
It's awesome to have a platform fighter on stage. I mean, the
And
variety of
she's
different
like,
styles is what
yeah, we
makes
can't
this
hear him,
game
you
so
freaking
special.
idiots.
All right,
We
we're gonna
can't
quickly
hear
head
him.
on over to
God
Vicious
dang
interview
it.
on the floor.
She's probably upset. I bet she knows. Somehow she knows. Okay, well, that's everything I wanted to do today, and I mean, I don't feel like I have to do any sort of analysis on Maple because they literally just explained everything. So let's get out of here. I just like blanked out for a second and I realized, oh wait, there's a chat right there. They could probably be saying bad things. So I think that's all I have for you guys today. How long was the stream? 3.5 hours? Yeah. I'm sure that'll make up for the lack of videos on weekdays and no channel member videos, anything like that for the past 2 weeks. I'm sure this makes up for it. It was a big day. It was a big day. It seemed like it worked out really well for us, honestly. It worked out really well for us. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. A lot of you stayed for a really long time. I appreciate you guys. Let me, I'll save this after stream's over and share it, just like I did with the, what is it, the Melee OST tier list. I'll show that after. I mean, speaking of OST tier lists, I was working on Brawls, but it's still not quite ready yet, so I don't know when I'll start doing that. That'll probably be a stream. Still a lot of things that I would like just want to play on stream. So I don't know, maybe I'll stream more often if I can. Whenever I can. Because there's just a lot of things that I want to do sometimes. So I might just get on stream just to fool around and see what I can do. And some of those might be channel member exclusive. So if you're not a channel member yet and you have money to spare, it's only $1.99 a month for lots of channel membership benefits. You get more content from me, and you literally get to ask what I basically ask you what you want from me, and then I'll just kind of do it. So I mean, it's really doesn't get any better than that for $1.99. But yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat now. I'll see you guys I guess tomorrow when the Free Tools video drops for everybody that isn't a channel member. Then after that, it'll probably be a Rivals video. So see you then. Bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.